Let's go. All right. We're back again. Hopefully this thing is loading in. I'm gonna give it a couple seconds to actually get loaded in before I start talking. But what's going on, everybody? It's Dustin with Black and Gold Pressure Washing. Today's just a light day. I'm just gonna be chilling in the chat. I plan on looking at some dream trucks, as you can tell by the thumbnail and the title. But my truck's in the shop again, unfortunately. The Explorer's getting worked on. So I'm going to be window shopping on line today just to look at some trucks. Possibly make a little game plan for what I'm looking for budget-wise, but also just kind of looking at some of the ones that we cannot afford. And then also some possibly like flatbed trucks and trailers, and then maybe skids for pressure washers, stuff like that. Just kind of trying to make the next game plan for if we ever upgrade the trailer, or if I go to upgrade from this Explorer, because she's starting to give me some troubles, and I don't know how long I'll hold on to her. So I just kind of wanted to pop in and check out some trucks and hang out in the chat and just see what's up with everybody today. So that's what we're doing. And I'll pop up the Roscoe cam since he's... Oh, he just sat up, but he was laying down right here in the camera. But if you give me a second, I'm going to pop up the YouTube live chat, and then we'll be good to go here. That way I can have my own chat. Pop out chat. What's going on, Kendall? Yo, just got back from washing and saw this pop up. How's it going? Heck yeah, brother. Yeah, I couldn't wash today. I had my Explorer's in the shop, unfortunately. I had to get new struts on it today. What's going on, Ken? I just got the Explorer out of the shop on sometime last week. I got like a new rack and pinion system. Let's actually we'll talk about all this. Let me pull up the internet real quick. Let me get some internet going. That way we can check it out. Yeah, I basically got a new rack and pinion system in my Explorer, which was freaking expensive. Um, yeah, see, like the parts are 1,200. I spent a lot more than this, so because that's just the part. The thing the guy was telling me is that you don't want to get a used one because it has to do with it has to program with the electronic system, I guess. And sometimes it'll throw back errors if it's a used one or one that's not the exact model. So of course he recommended me buying new, so that we could avoid that issue, because I think some of these are used ones. That's why they're a little bit cheaper. Yeah, see, refurbished, used. Yeah. See, we got a new one. But it like a week later, it's the struts went bad in it. So now I just upgraded the struts, which was another $1,000. See how much the struts are. Front struts, yeah, this is what I got. Yeesh. So I'm trying to make a game plan of how much money am I going to throw into the vehicle before I just decide to move on from it. I have a Ford. I have a Ford Transit. No, what do I have? I have a Ford E250. Econoline van or whatever. Mine's a 2011. We also have this van that I've been thinking about using to tow more than my Explorer. My grandpa passed away, and I inherited his van, so I actually have this van in the front yard, and I haven't decided if I'm gonna go trade it in or if I'll just use it as like a backup work vehicle, and kind of like a toolbox for the pressure washing business. just in case I ever need to tow the trailer with something else. Like today, the Explorer's down, so I can't really do it. If I wanted to rent a U-Haul, I could, which I'll have some videos coming out soon where I did that last week, but I wasn't really trying to do that again this week. So I might get this van as my backup. Well, I have it already. I just need to get it insured. I have 3 vehicles and I'm not trying to pay insurance on 3 vehicles, so I only pay insurance on my truck and my Explorer. And this one is just kind of sitting in the yard, but I kind of want to get it insured so I have it as backup when it comes to running the business. Ken says that's got a bite to have your ride go down. Hope it gets back soon. Yeah. Yeah, I think I want to go with a and Ken says he thinks I'll look better with a truck. Yeah, I definitely want to go with a truck over like a van or anything, just kind of as a backup. I want to show you guys I was going to look at some trucks today. I'll show you what other truck that we have. I also have a 2002 Toyota Tundra black. Like this. That I don't really plan on towing the truck or the business with it, just because this is kind of this truck was passed down to me from my dad when he passed away, and so I kind of actually want to slowly turn it into like a overlanding vehicle so that I could take it off road and stuff, and just kind of hit the country with Lauren and the dog in it. Kind of something similar to this is kind of how I want to set it up. So I'd replace the like chrome bumpers on it, and then also get like a rack and stuff for camping and all that stuff. But that's late game stuff once we got some more money, you know what I'm saying? Right now I can't afford to make all those upgrades, especially when the actual work vehicles are breaking down. So we're dreaming today. That's what today's video is. It's just kind of truck shopping and looking at stuff. Kendall says in his opinion that nothing's better than F-250, pulls anything and everything, not going to wear down, pulling a trailer every day. I feel you on that one, brother. The 250s and above is kind of what I'm looking like. I know they're so expensive right now, and that's something I wanted to browse is the F-250s today, the F-350s, the equivalent for the Dodge and the Chevrolet, just as a game plan of price-wise what we're looking at, and then also some of the dream trucks. I have this, I'll show you guys really quick, the F550 Expedition off-grid vehicles. These guys make some sick trucks. They're insanely expensive though, so. But yeah, if I had a choice of what I could pull anything with, it would be this truck right here. But once you look at the price tag, you'll realize why you don't buy a truck like this, unless you have insane money. Ken says, did I like the designs he sent for my logo? I did take a look at them. Yeah, there was 1 or 2 that I thought were pretty cool. I had a friend of mine design our logos a couple years back, but I appreciate you giving your own spin on it, man. Never hurts to gain some inspiration from some other logos and maybe take some of the stuff that you did and add it to what I'm working on. I'm trying to work on some new merch and gear. Mostly for the business itself, but also I want to come up with some sort of merch design that I could have on the YouTube channel for you guys. I don't know if it'll necessarily be pressure washing related because I don't want it to be too boring to wear or too like specific. Like I don't need you repping my pressure washing business, you know, but I want something to where like people know you're part of the community or whatever. So I've been trying to brainstorm some ideas and get some merch ideas, but if anybody has any ideas for merch and stuff, drop them in the chat. I'd appreciate it. I'll show you guys in a little bit what I've been looking at for some merch ideas. I was thinking like a hat, maybe some sort of like rag or some type of towel that you would like wipe stuff off with if you're actually pressure washing or wiping your hands. And then maybe some like dry fit clothing to where if you were pressure washing, you could wear the wear that stuff as well. If you ever catch me looking this way, it's because the monitor for the chat is over here. So if I'm looking this way and not at y'all, it's because I'm looking at what y'all are saying over here. So That is what we are doing. See, I'll pull the little pop-up. This is what it looks like. I have the little pop-up chat over here. I should put it on my screen like over here or something so y'all can see it. You figure out a way to do that. But yeah, this truck right here, man, is insane. They basically take an F550, which would normally be a dually, and then they make it a single wheel option in the back, so they eliminate the extra wheels. Then they slap on these giant like military grade tires, and then they redo like the suspension in the way that it rides and stuff like that. These guys have a YouTube channel that's pretty cool where they like revealed the customer picking up the trucks. So I've gone down a wormhole of watching their videos. But yeah, they do the Ram the same, which looks sick. And their colorways are cool too. But basically these things lose out on no towing capabilities even though they switch to a single tire option. So basically you're looking like an F250, but you have the towing capacity of the F550. So obviously it's giant and wouldn't be good for like certain neighborhoods and stuff if you were actually pressure washing with it. But Lauren and I have been looking into getting like a fifth wheel camper, and we just want something that's able to tow it comfortably. Right now, none of my vehicles can tow the camper that we want. So I'm going to end up having to upgrade vehicles, but not anytime soon. I just want to know what I'm looking for and what I'm looking at budget wise. Because if I could afford to budget for something like this, obviously this is like in-game goals. But y'all like the Rams better, or you like the Fords? Anybody have an opinion on the Ram versus the Ford? My family's always owned Ford, so everybody is like Ford tried and true. But I kind of low-key like the look of the Ram a little bit better. But I've never owned a Ram, so I couldn't tell you actual performance-wise what's good and what ain't. Yeah, that Ram truck is sick. And I like this color option of this this F550 right here. But they also do, I think they do the 350. I'm not sure if they do the 250. Let's see. Yeah, they do the 350, which I think is the smallest they'll go with this whole upgrade system. But I mean, like, even that 350 looks clean. I just like how beefy that F550 is. But yeah, with the bumper color matched, and you got a winch on it. And then I'm telling you, these have like a, not an air ride suspension, but like an adjustable suspension that goes up and down. So you can kind of lower the truck if you need to, and then also raise the truck up if you need to, which is actually pretty cool. On the fly too. And then I think the guy was saying if you go like a certain speed, the truck will automatically, like if you had it lifted and you start to go above like 40 miles an hour, it'll purposely drop the truck down a little bit. Ken says he's a Chevy guy, but the Ram's real nice. Yeah, I don't think they do a Chevy version. I think they're slowly trying to expand. But yeah, some of the Chevys are nice. When I rented a no, it might have been a GMC. I rented a U-Haul last week and I was driving it and it was really nice. I was like, so this is what it's like to be able to capably pull your trailer. The Explorer I've been pulling the trailer with, it does the job and it has like the tow haul package on it and stuff, but like obviously an Explorer is an Explorer, you know, it's not like a work truck. So you're not getting the towing capabilities that you would driving a vehicle. Kendall says he used to have a Ram and nothing wrong with it and loved it. Also with Ford. Only reason you like Ford is the color Ford offers and the interior exterior looks better. Yeah, I'd agree with that. The only thing that I like about the newer Rams on the inside versus the Fords is that they have that big infotainment system now. I don't know if you've seen it, but like I'm sure you have. But the Ram interior now has like this big like like infotainment screen vertically. I think the F250s are starting to do it too. Ford 250, but the big real estate screen, yeah. The F250s, it's still like horizontal, which is fine. This is a big one, but like the Explorer that I have is tiny, and some of these work trucks, the F250 work truck interiors, the screen's so tiny on them. And when you're trying to like back up or connect to a trailer or something like that, it can get annoying. Yeah, like look at the size of this little infotainment screen. It's not the end of the world, but like I said, when you have a backup camera or it's like super sunny or something, like obviously a bigger screen would be more ideal. I think if I had to choose, I would take the um I don't know. It's tough. Between the Ram on the outside and the F250 on the outside, I would like the Ram better, I think. Let me pull them up side by side and I'll give you my honest opinion here. Okay. The Ram F550. Black. So okay, on this side we have the Ram, and then let me pull up the Ram. Okay. And now I should be able to pull this down like this for us. Yeah, right. Which one looks better? I don't know. That to me, like the Ram looks like meaner, you know? Like it has like some better body lines. I feel like the Ford trucks in general, like the body lines are clean, but they're more like standardized. I don't know. This kind of has some like depth and shape and roundedness, and like it just looks mean, you know? Is the best way to say it. Like the F250 is clean though, or these Ford trucks are clean looking. Like this looks like a work truck. We'll see with the flatbed option too, man. So technically I put my water tank and all my hoses and all that. If I could afford it, I would, man. If I could, I would. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Ram looks meaner, but the Ford looks cleaner. Yeah, these Rams are sick though. Like the black with the black. Yeah, the white colorway is sick. My Explorer is white right now, but my business is black and gold. So I've been like, am I gonna get a black truck if I upgrade next? I probably get a black truck if I upgrade next, is what I'm saying. I've been trying to go back and forth if I'm gonna like wrap my next vehicle or not, or if I should get like the van wrapped or the Explorer wrapped. Um, if I plan on holding on to them longer. Ooh. Okay, well, let's get back to. So this is the dream trucks that we were looking at. Like the payload is crazy, the weight of the truck is insane. Like I can only imagine these tires are 100 and something pounds. See if we can find it. No, not gonna tell us. I was gonna see if it would tell us the weight of the tires. So it's a Lariat truck to begin with. I wish it would show me the interior. Yeah, black truck will definitely go with the business. That's kind of like this guy. He's got his insanely big truck beefed up with his business. Trying to see what they do for a living. Can't tell what that says. Something big. Something rental, it says. The only reason you have a truck this big is because you want to. It's not it's not necessary. Or like if you got a truck this big, usually you see them in like the commercial. You don't like soup it up to be your daily driver. These guys are like, I want leather seats, I want a sunroof, I want, the overhead lighting like a Rolls Royce. But honestly, when the guy was revealing the price of these trucks, I didn't think they were that bad. Let's see if we can see if there's any for sale. I don't think there's many for sale. No, see, that's not one. Okay, let's see if this is one. Can you imagine having to replace one tire? Yeah, I can only imagine one, how much this tire costs. Like you said, it's probably like $400. On top of that, like how do you change it? The weight of it has got to be so heavy. So wherever you keep your spare, I don't know if it sits underneath here or if you'd have to have like a bed mounted spare, but just the weight of the spare to get it over to your tire and then you would have to jack up the tire onto your car, I'm pretty sure. That's why I was trying to find the weight of the tire. It's got to be like 150 pounds minimum, right? 41-inch tires. See if we can see what the price for this is. When did this article come out before I tell you? Okay, 2023, so prices were a little bit different. It's going to be more expensive now in my opinion. He says Jerome says the Black Edition F550 is 184,900, whereas the Peak is 164,900 and the Limitless is 139,900. So I think the one that we are looking at, the blacked out, is 184,900. So just under 200 grand. Which, if you think about it, like, I know it's a lot of money. It's a ton of money, but it's a nice truck too. That's crazy. 180 grand. That doesn't even count like if you were to put one of these crazy bed campers on it, or if you were to change the bed, or you were to have like your camper to tow behind it. None of that stuff. I imagine once you start getting all your whatever you plan to tow with it, like double the price, Because if this is your tow rig, then whatever the heck you're towing is probably pretty crazy. Yeah, see, these guys use these trucks for off-roading a lot too. You'd think though, with a big bulky truck, it'd be harder to navigate some of those tight trails that these guys be going on. Yeah, I'll take one though. So we need to budget for 180 grand. All right. Let's get back to reality here. Let's search by lowest. Oh no, she's gonna start popping up and asking me to buy stuff. All right. Where's the model type? Here we go. 2500s, 3500s. And we want the F250, 350. Why does it have 550? Okay. And then what else? What were the other ones? The equivalent? For the Chevrolet. It's the Sierras, right? And then Silverados. What am I missing here? What truck am I missing, y'all? That's like the 250 or above equivalent. I think I got them all. Right, let's see what we're working with here. Sheesh. Okay, we sorted from price high to low or low to high. Let's do it the other way. That way we can work our way down to what we can afford. 119 is the most expensive truck here. So they're already like not even souped up 120 grand. That's insane. So I imagine those trucks we were just looking at are like 200 plus now. Oh, the F250 Platinum. $80 grand, man. What's crazy is I priced these trucks like 3 or 4 years ago when I was gonna buy the trailer, and they were. I mean, I should have bought then. That's what point being. That's crazy. One second, I'm trying to get this pulled up for us. Okay. Right, there we go. Now I can see the chat and I can see how many of y'all are in here. Ken says he wish he could stay longer, but you got to go do a site check for a customer. Heck yeah, brother. Yeah, good luck on quoting the job. Hopefully you'll get it, man. That would be nice. I have a couple commercial jobs I'm doing this week, and most of my schedule is pretty freed up right now. But I got a couple commercial jobs over the next couple weekends that I'm doing. So hopefully the truck will be fixed by then, and we'll have it back out of the shop. I'll be able to tell y'all, cue y'all in on what's going on. I'll let you know when my next live is. I'm gonna try and start going live a little bit more often. So whether it's just me chilling in the chat doing stuff like this, or actually having a topic to discuss about, hopefully you'll pop back in, and hopefully we'll start to build a little community around here. So appreciate you joining, Ken, and hopefully you'll get that job, brother. And appreciate you sending the logo stuff to the email. All right, all right. Catch you later, homie. If I can react to a, I can't. Thought I could react to a message. Sheesh, it's a nice one. Okay, let's set some parameters here. Mileage wise, we don't want anything over 100,000. Trim wise, I'm good with. Okay. All right, all right. Yeah, all right, all right. Black F350. Oh, this one's kind of nice. Here we go. Yeah, see, I like the Denali's. Well, I actually like the Sierras too. I do like the way the GMC ones look. The new GMC trucks look nice. The interior is still kind of eh. They're trying to catch up. fuel type. Do I want diesel or gas? Diesel is gonna be better but more expensive. Yeah, honestly, I've been thinking the same thing. I honestly think I will go with diesel, simply because one, we have the back. I'll give you the backstory of why I want diesel. My mom and stepdad own a like a concrete company, so they have a lot of diesel trucks already. So they would clown me if I got gas. That's number one. Number two is they just got us a diesel generator for the house because if you watched, I don't know if you guys watched my channel last year, but we dealt with a lot of hurricanes and we ended up being without power for almost a week, which usually we past hurricanes we hadn't been out of power that long. But basically he got us a diesel generator. And then he wanted to give me an auxiliary tank for whatever the next truck I buy. Like or I forget what they're called. But yeah, basically auxiliary fuel tank for the truck, like in the back right here, so that then we would be able to fill up our generator and not have to worry about really running out of fuel or anything, because this amount of fuel lasts quite a while with just one of those little, I forget what he said. It's like a Generac 8000, I want to say. It's like one of these basically. Um But yeah, so that for next hurricane we would have it. The diesel, so that way if I go diesel, it'll be able to not only be the fuel that I put in my truck, it would be the fuel that we put in this generator and the fuel that would be in the auxiliary tank. If I went with gas, I would still end up with like needing some sort of auxiliary tank for diesel fuel. The only thing is my pressure washer is gas, but that's okay. I don't run through pressure washer gas as much. Your dream truck is a F-250 Diesel King Ranch. Oh yeah. Navy blue, the black two-tone, nice big washing trailer behind it. Oh yeah, brother. You're talking my game. My I'll show you what my stepdad drives. F-350 Platinum. He's got he's got a color match to his airboat. If I could show you. Actually, I think I might have it on my channel. But yeah, the F-250s with the nice trailer behind it, brother. Fucking my language. Let's see. How do I get there? Shorts. I think it was in one of my shorts. I was gonna show you the airboat that we have. It's kind of loud. But yeah, basically this airboat is a color match to his F-350, which is really nice. That's Lauren driving the boat though. I think I have it. I think I have a video of it somewhere. But yeah, I could look at trucks all day, man. I want something that's gonna have the capability to do whatever we do next. Which both of Lauren and I would like to travel a lot more. And we want to bring the dog. So ideally something that can pull a camper. So we're already going from like an F-150 up to the next level. But definitely not cheap anymore. Trucks got so expensive and I bet they'll just go up in price now with all the tariffs and stuff like that. So unfortunately. Unfortunately. See what else we can look at real quick. We didn't look at any of the Sierras. So let's look over at the Sierras and see if there's anything. Okay. Yeah, see, this is a nice truck. Clean. Looks like the person blacked out the taillights, or they already came like that. Sheesh. Got a rolling lock. Ooh, with the leather inside. Come on, brother. Yeah, that's a nice truck. That is a nice truck. The inside of this one is actually really nice. I was thinking that they were behind, but I think the Denali's are like the lariat of the Sierra trucks. And it's got the sunroof. Big back seat for Roscoe. Oh yeah. Lauren's side. Actually, she'll probably be driving. I'll let her drive and I'll ride passenger. Princess. I see trailer brakes, 4-wheel drive. What else we got on there? Oh, what is this? Is this how you like put it in park in reverse? No. I don't know what this button is. Nice digital dash. You have a buddy who has a GMC AT4 with like a 12-inch lift? Oh, yeah. Yeah, these trucks are nice, man. These trucks stand out to me when I see them out in the wild. These like AT4s that you're talking about, like I notice them all the time when I'm out and about. I'm like, ooh, that's a nice truck. They definitely changed up the way they've looked over the last couple of years, and they're clean now. I think once they switched to that AT4, like trim style or whatever, they definitely upgraded the look of them. They're just a lot cleaner now. They don't look so like generic work truck, you know? Like they look like something you want to go buy the truck so you can show the boys, you know? Check out my new truck. It's not like, oh, you got a truck for the business. Riding in style with this thing. Yeah, this is nice. The thing I like about this dealership here is they don't have any of those dealer fees and they don't mark up their prices, so it is what it is. There's no haggling. I bought in 2 vehicles from them and it's kind of just it is what it is. The price is the price. That's a nice truck. Yeah, look at this backup camera. You got like 2 angles. I'd kill for this right now. The backup camera I have with the Explorer right now, if it's working, it's like delayed. But half the time it's just not even working right now. It just throws back like an error. So unfortunately, I have to like connect to my trailer like an old timey man where I either need someone behind me waving me or I just gotta try it 2 or 3 times till I line it up correctly by myself, which gets really annoying. So like even just having a backup camera, I'm gonna be like, this is so nice. But yeah, the backup camera when you're connecting to a trailer is just I don't know how people did it back before. Well, I know how they did it, but gosh dang, was it annoying. Appreciate y'all popping in the chat and stuff. I'm just chilling out today. I don't really have a big structured game plan of what I'm doing. I'm kind of just chit-chatting with y'all and looking at trucks and stuff. No major game plans. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm pull up a payment calculator here in a minute and run the numbers of some of these truck prices. And y'all tell me how I'm supposed to afford these prices per month because some of them, man, are insane. Like, I mean, some of these trucks are getting like 1,500 like a month you're paying on it. Like, come on, a car payment for $1,500 a month. I know like people do it and all that, but like, gosh dang, I haven't had a car payment in like a while. So yeah, I would like not having a car payment is nice. Got me a iced black coffee from Starbucks over here. My lady ran to Starbucks with me when we dropped my truck off earlier. All right. So let's look at this one. This looks like an aftermarket. This guy souped it up. The interior is what my is fancy. Like a tan leather. This is what color the leather in my Acura TL was back in the day. That tan, like perforated leather. Pretty nice one. Let's run the numbers on how many driveways we need to clean to afford these trucks. All right. Say we want $100,000 truck. We're charging $200 a driveway on average. Oh, not bad. Let's say 500 pressure washing jobs. 500 driveways. Is that right? Hold on. Did I do the math right? 100 grand divided by 200 a driveway. So yeah, 500 driveways. And then let's see how many driveways can we do in a day. I want to say 3. Let's just say 3 driveways in a day. So in 166 days, if I don't have any bills, I could afford this truck. That's honestly not that bad. Divide that by what? 5 days a week. So in 33 weeks. All right. Somebody start cold calling for me. I need some cold calling emails. I need y'all to put out yard signs for me. We got to get these flyers out, man. We're trying to afford this truck right here. Come on, man. I want this truck. So I need y'all to help me brainstorm. How are we going to increase the revenue enough to be able to buy this thing? Actually, we did the math wrong because the truck that I actually want, these trucks right here are not 100 grand. let's try it with 200 grand just so we can afford what we want to afford. 200 grand at 200 a driveway. We need 1,000 driveways and we'll do 3 driveways a day. So in about a year, if I work every day, say divided by 5 days a week, so 66 weeks, which is just over a year, right? There's 12 months, 66 weeks. How many months are in a year? 50 something. So yeah, a little over a year if we work Monday through Friday, 3 jobs a day. But just driveways, man, just cleaning driveways. You could afford these trucks. You just got to work real hard. The key is finding that many driveways. How are we going to find 1,000 clients in a year? Somebody help me figure that part out. If we could figure out how to get 1,000 jobs in a year, I'd be happy. I'd be hiring on. Let's put it that way. Take this Roscoe cam off since you went in the other room. Kendall says, boom, numbers crunched. I got this. Yeah, I need help, man. I need some help. Like I said, let's recruit some people. Get these yard signs out, boys. I need yard signs. I need door knockers. We're going to knock on the door, but we're not going to offer to do it for free. How about that? We'll knock on the door and we'll do it for 1,000th of one F550 limitless. That's what we'll tell them. They're contributing 1/1000th to the truck that I want. Look at these without this. Like, could you imagine putting like a flatbed on this and then actually making a pressure washing rig? This truck would be sick. I'm telling you, you could go to like those pressure washing trade shows, man, and everybody but it would be stopping. This thing is nasty. I put a nice flatbed. Let's look at there's this company I like that makes the pressure washing rigs. I like the pressure washing equipment that they make. Let's look at some of their skids. See if we could like this truck could handle any of these skids, but this guy goes crazy on some of the where's our photos? Let's see if we can find some galleries. Videos. I don't want any video. He used to have photos on his website. Customer reviews. Am I just like missing it? Where am I missing it? Maybe it's under videos. And he makes some sick truck skids though. That's what I'll say. Maybe we can click on. Nope. Huh. Or from high to low, and we can see. But yeah, these skids basically are businesses in a box in a sense. If I could buy one of these and just slap it into the truck, I would. We were talking about that the Toyota Tundra that I have, it would probably fit in there. One of these. But yeah, look, you could buy even just like the platform and make it how you want it. Would be nice. That would be nice. Then we got our blend manifolds here. Auto shutting off and starting. Downstreaming. That's a good website if y'all are ever looking to actually buy like some sort of skid or trailer. I like the way this guy builds. He's very clean with his systems. If I could just like build trailers, honestly, I'd love to do that. I had so much fun building my pressure washing trailer. See if I can look it up. Yeah, I had a lot of fun building my pressure washing trailer. If I could just build it from scratch again or build as like a channel or something and building out trailers, I'd love it. Like of course mine is like not as professional as it could be. I think it's a decent start for somebody who didn't know what they were doing, you know? Like I made it work and it still works like 4 years later. So definitely would like to build another one. I had a lot of fun with it. What I think I would do differently is a bigger tank. I'd do like a bigger pressure washing tank. Mine's only 200 gallons. And with this 8 gallon a minute machine, if the flow is slow to the house after I'm on a trigger for about an hour, it'll drain this tank. Most of the time I don't have any issues with water flow at all. But if I could, I would upgrade the size of the tank because then I would be able to get another 8 gallon a minute machine. Once I can afford it, I would like to build some sort of, I can't do it with this trailer, but I've thought about it. If I could build some sort of little platform to where another 8 gallon a minute machine could sit like right here on top of it. Like I said, my only issue is that I run out of tank size space on this trailer. And I feel like I would need a much bigger tank if I was to run 2 8 gallons. Not that I need 2 8 on a day-to-day basis, but when I'm working my commercial jobs, I like to have a buddy on a rig with me, and if I could just run them both off of my trailer, that would be nice. But then I'd get like a stacking kit for the hose right here or something, and have like 2 high pressure hoses right here, or maybe 1 right here. But yeah, my problem that I run into right now is that I have a HOA, and I have to keep my trailer in the garage because we can't have any commercial equipment out and about in the neighborhood, which is ridiculous, but that's kind of why I went with such a small profile on my trailer. Kendall says he's just getting started and ready to be able to buy all my dream gear and build yours out. Heck yeah, brother. Let me know if you end up needing help or if you have any questions when you're building it, because I'd love to see your build and stuff. Like I said, I had so much fun building mine that like as soon as I finished it, like you could ask Lauren, I was like, this is what I want to do. I don't want to pressure wash. I want to build the trailers. This is so much fun. Like you actually are like putting it all together, you know? It's kind of like building the PC. I built my own PC and I enjoyed it, and building your own trailer will be a lot of fun. So I look forward to when you can do that, brother. I'll show you my PC build. This is when I was building the PC right here. But yeah, basically the pressure washing trailer was the same thing. You kind of started with the trailer, which would be the motherboard, and then all your little parts and pieces, you know, fit together within that profile. Yeah, you saw a Maniac that had 2 10-gallons hooked up and then 20 gallon a minute out the gun. Yeah, that's crazy. Heck yeah, brother. If you need photos or anything of the trailer, I'll be happy to send them to you. If you or need another angle, or if you need me to go live and show you my trailer again. I have a live that I did. I don't know if you were able to catch it when I did it, but let me share the link to that just so you have it. But it basically is just a walk around of my pressure washing trailer. If you want to take a look at it and how I have it all set up and plumbed up and stuff, and I talk about all the parts and pieces that were involved with it. I also just started a an Amazon storefront. So I'm going to have like all my pressure washing equipment that I have bought on Amazon, as well as like my camera gear that I film with, and then also the PC stuff that I built. So each of these is like a designated list that has the items that I use. So if you're ever wondering like what I film with or what my stream setup is or like what I pressure washed with, basically this starter kit right here is what I started my pressure washing business with back in 2019. I 90% of everything that you see on this list, I've owned all of this. The only thing I haven't owned is this specific pressure washer. I own the smaller version of this, but I had wish I started with this one because I bought the surface cleaner and then I bought the smaller version of this pressure washer and it wasn't strong enough. So I ended up not being able to power this surface cleaner. So if you want to go with like a B Whirlaway, which most of y'all end up going with, I would recommend just going ahead with this pressure washer instead. But yeah, basically everything is queued up for a 4 gallon a minute setup. And you would be able to soft wash with the XJet. You'd be able to clean driveways, post treat, protect yourself. If you had any leaks, switch tips, switch attachments, pivot under pressure, not get your feet wet, hook up to the customer's water, have enough length of hose. Like this setup, I tried to think of everything I could to put like a business in a box for guys that are not sure where to start or what to start with. So I have that. I'm just going to link it in the chat for anybody that's interested in taking a look at it. But yeah, my storefront basically has all the products that I use for my business and my channel. We just got approved from Amazon as an influencer. So now I'm able to have this storefront. I haven't decided if I'm going to call it Dustin's Essentials or Black and Gold Essentials. I'm kind of working on that. I want to not pivot the channel, but the channel right now is around black and gold pressure washing, but I'd ideally like to make content that's more well-rounded to just my life in general, lifestyle content, I guess you would say. I want to show like daily vlogs. I'd like to show you guys traveling with my girl. We like to go to the Bucks football games. We like to go to the casino. Like all those things I'd like to make content around, but right now my channel is kind of geared towards my pressure washing business specifically. So I've been kind of trying to figure out if like I'm gonna keep it that way or if I'm gonna slowly try and like pivot it to where like I show you guys my pressure washing stuff and my business. And if anybody has questions and stuff, I can show them that. But I want the channel to be more well-rounded, to be like Dustin's POV is kind of what I've changed it to right now. That's a working title or my @handle. But that way I can offer a lot more content because I like to game and stuff. And I just feel like I can't game on here. I feel like I can't show you guys like the casino trips and stuff like that because I've made it so tailored to pressure washing. So I'm hoping that you guys will be okay with me slowly pivoting the channel to be more like well-rounded, like Dustin's life, you know? And hopefully you guys will stick around for the ride and stuff. I know a lot of you guys are here for pressure washing content and I'll continue to make that. But I just, like I said, I want to be more well-rounded when it comes to content creation. If you look over here on the right-hand side, like I have a bunch of channels that I've started and just managing a bunch of channels is a lot of work. So I'd like to combine like my gaming channel and my Street View channel into this. And I'll keep Roscoe's channel his own, but it's hard to like make content for a bunch of different channels and be so scattered with your content creation. Kendall says you pretty much have all that right now. Nice. Yeah, that's basically a starter kit. So if you have all that right now, yeah, your next upgrade is going to be that 8-gallon. If you're going from 4, your next move is the 8 for sure. You just have to afford it. Did I buy mine new or used? I actually bought everything brand new when it came to building the pressure washing trailer. I think I actually have a short of me getting the box delivered. But yeah, here we go. This is when my pressure washer first came. Everything in a box. That's the pressure washer. The hose reels were in there. The like plumbing kit for it was also in there. But yeah, this was like 2021, I want to say, is when I was building this trailer. So, I mean, we're looking at 4 years now that I've had it. But look, there's the blank trailer with just the tank on it. And then, like I said, I part and pieced everything together myself. So I'm trying to create like little, what do you want to call those, spreadsheets and stuff, so you guys will be able to like do it a lot easier, because I'm telling you, it's a lot of like little parts and pieces and fittings, and once you think you have everything, there's like the one thing that you don't, and then you're either having to wait to order it on Amazon, you're having to run up to Home Depot 20 times, or you know what I'm saying, like you think you have everything until you don't. So it'd be nice to have like a bulk list of like 99.9% of everything that you'll need. So I'm going to like I'm going to create a spreadsheet that has my purchase list that I originally made when I built this trailer. That way, it basically covers 99% of all the parts and pieces. Like you might be missing like Teflon tape or like pipe dope and stuff like that, but you're not gonna, like, you'll have the bulk of everything that you need. That way it's easier as like checklist. Kendall asked, where did I buy it all? Looks like I bought it all at once, or at one place. Yeah, I prefer to buy, I'll show you. This is like my go-to pressure washing supply place. Pressurewashingproducts.com. This is where I bought all my see, I'm about to buy some new hose right here. What? Oh no, yeah, that's right. I was about to buy some new hose right here. But yeah, this store right here is where I bought my pressure washer. If you give me 1 second, I can show you my inventory list that I've been putting together. That this list right here, if you see, is basically the purchase list from my trailer that I had made originally. This prices, don't ignore these prices because this is when I bought it back in like 2021. So these prices have changed quite a bit. But this is like the rough price I spent on my trailer. It's a little, I spent a little bit more than that because it doesn't count everything in here. But majority of everything is on this list that I bought, fittings wise, hoses, ladder, even like my iPad and my pencil. Like, you don't need that really. That's $1,700 worth. But or no, 1,000. What is this? Oh, okay. iPhone and then the iPad. Okay. I was confused. But like that's $1,700 on this total that like necessarily you probably don't need the iPhone and that. But when it comes to like the trailer itself and like all that stuff, I'm gonna eventually put together this list and send it to you. But if you find that beneficial, I'll try and get on that and get that uploaded as like either a post or a separate video, or I'll tag it in these comments or put it in the description or something like that. I figure it'd be a good way for people to kind of have a game plan or a checklist when you go to build your own. Because I know that when I was building mine, the hardest problem I had was just like locating the how it all works. And like I said, this company also does a really good job of like helping you understand the flow of everything. While you're in the chat, Kindle, I'm gonna link you this website because you'll find this really beneficial, especially when you go to buy something that is pressure washing related. They probably have it here, and they'll tell you basically what sizing you need based on what you're buying. So like even if you're buying a surface cleaner, it'll tell you what gallon a minute to buy, or like that's what I wanted to do. I was going to show you that I have my product numbers on that inventory list, so I can show you the exact pressure washer I bought part list wise. So if I copy the part number and I put it into here, it pops right up right here. So when I bought the pressure washer brand new, it was not what it is now. I'll tell you what I bought it for. In 2021, my list keeps closing over here. I bought it for $3,500. So it's basically up $2,000 now, unfortunately. All right, I'm going to stand up here so I don't keep sitting all day. Stand up for a little bit here. All right, we're rising. Okay. But yeah, this is the pressure washer that I bought when I first built my trailer. And he's got like the part number and everything. It tells you like the sizing. Like I said, I like when I mapped everything out on my trailer, I was measuring and everything, double checking that everything was gonna fit before I bought a trailer. Because I was really nervous that I was going to not have enough space on my trailer if I got the 6x10. I thought there wasn't going to be enough like profile to have everything laid out, which I still have plenty of space. So I definitely recommend like a 6x10 or 12 if you were going to go with like an 8 gallon a minute or above. I think that when you do those 4x6 trailers, your buffer tank is going to be quite heavy if you're powering an 8 gallon a minute machine. And I don't know about I'm just not a big fan of the single axle when you start moving that much water weight or carrying a decent amount of weight when it comes to like stability on the road and stuff. That's just a personal opinion. I don't have any like proof that that's the case or anything, but yeah, just a personal opinion. Oof. But yeah, like I said, Kendall, the website here has a ton of detail when it comes to like what the pressure washer is and how it works and what to plumb it with and how it runs, what RPMs it needs, full throttle, all that stuff. Like it just gives you so much detail that like if you do your research and you really like are interested in building it, like I would use this website as just like a resource because it is quite valuable when it comes to building out a trailer or just really understanding the systems as a whole, man. Like this I'm telling you, they have like a resources tab where you can like look at how the flow of like just look at the flow of how a pressure washer works. You know what I'm saying? Like here we go. like from wherever you connect, you need the 3/4, you know, and then it goes into the Hudson valve and then into your tank and then out your tank, out the bulkheads and what size those bulkheads are. And then like what size hose to go in, the hose clamps, what size fittings, and then what size strainer, what the part numbers are. Like I'm telling you, this website has the most valuable resource if you're trying to be on your own, start your own, and you don't know where to start. Come here. They know what they're talking about. It all worked. I went off of this chart when I was building my system, and one take Drake, man. I was able to get it going first try just by following this. So this is really beneficial. And like if you look at this bypass hose, this is what that unloader allows you to do. Not the unloader itself, but basically the K7 unloader. You're paying like an extra 200 bucks, but it allows for when you come off the trigger, the water isn't circulating in this pump right here over and over and over again and heating up a lot quicker. It takes the water that would be circulating in here and it dumps it down this hose right here, and it just bypasses it back into the water tank originally, which would allow it to flow back through your system. So it just gives it time to like not heat up as quickly. So if you're off the trigger, but you don't want to go turn off the pressure washing pump with the K7 unloaders, you have a little extra leeway when it comes to like not needing to go shut off your pressure washer just because say you're talking to a customer or post treating or whatever it is. So another beneficial another beneficial reason to have the K7s. Trying to figure out a good way so y'all can see a lot of this detail. There we go. But yeah, same thing with like they have like flow charts for stuff or like your pump. Let's look at what the general pump is. Okay, it's just showing you like part numbers and stuff like that. So like say the pistons went bad or the head rings are bad or the crank oil seal, stuff like that. Like you could come here, look at your part number for your pump and then know what part you're looking for to fix it or whatever. Like I said, just very, very beneficial information. Actual useful information. I think a lot of the times you find a lot of information on Facebook groups or wherever and like you don't know what to take at face value and what's like BS or like who knows what they're talking about and who doesn't. Um yeah, look, 12-volt roof cleaning right here. You come here and you can look at how the 12-volt system works, you know? And then you know like how to rig up the battery, how to rig up the fuse, the switch, how it drops into your pressure washing tank, how you would create the ability to rinse, what size everything is. Like I'm giving y'all the tea right now. This is stuff that I wouldn't normally tell. I'd probably put this behind some sort of not paywall, but like member video only something, you know? So where like guys that are really interested um can access this type of information. Another thing, look at this, like how your surface cleaner breaks down. This is a surface cleaner I have. So this cartridge is replaceable. But they have like all the individual parts labeled so you would know, you know, how to replace it. Now this whole thing I think just drops in so you don't even have to worry about like this stuff as much. But yeah, then they have like decent deals on stuff. Oh, look, is this one right here? Here you go, Kindle. 8-gallon with the unloader. What's it missing? So it has no fuel tank or battery. So you're missing the like fuel tank and battery portion of this setup. But otherwise, I think this is what I have. No warranty on belt. Dang. Got 40, 50. Can't beat that. See what else they have resource wise. I haven't come back on here in a while. Ever since I really got into it, I haven't really checked back here. Ever since I finished my build, you know what I'm saying? My question is, what's up with this extreme duty pressure washing versus the other one? Is it just like the brush is different? What makes this Whisper Wash Classic Extreme Duty different than the Whisper Wash Classic? I've been looking at maybe getting one of these ground force as a upgrade to my surface cleaner. Kendall says, yeah, let me just grab that real quick. Problem is, if you buy the 8-gallon, then you have to buy all new stuff to be able to use it. Surface cleaner tanks, new 8-gallon a minute hose, new hose reel. Yeah, I feel you on that one, brother. That's why I had ended up not stop, like I had ended up putting off my 12-volt system for a while. And I was just pump up spraying and downstreaming. I was using the XJet and then to do house washes, and then I was using like a pump up sprayer to do roofs and post street driveways. Because if you want the 12-volt system, you know what I'm saying? It's not just a 12-volt like you're saying. You got to buy the hose, you got to buy the reels, you got to buy the everything that goes along with it, the battery, all that. So I feel you on that. Once you decide what machine you're going to upgrade, that's just scratching the surface of all of the parts and pieces that are needed. I would say with your surface cleaner though, you might be able to just switch the tips out to a 8-gallon a minute tip. So maybe you could still use your surface cleaner if you're using like a 19 or 20 inch already. I know that when I was using my BE Whirlaway surface cleaner, this one, I was using this surface cleaner even once I went to 8 gallons a minute. I just had to switch the tips in it. And then also, yeah, the water tank for sure. If you don't have a buffer tank, you're for sure gonna, I would say minimum 200 gallons. I have the 200-gallon tank and I rarely run out of water. I'm telling you, like, it's once in a blue moon, but I have run out of water. And if you're on the trigger with no water, like say you have a full tank and no water source to keep topping you off, if you're on the trigger with that 8-gallon a minute machine, you have about 20 to 30 minutes worth of work time before you burn through all that water. Actually, let's pull up a calculator and do that. I like doing math anyway. Bad math. If you have 200 gallons and your machine is 8 gallons a minute, then you have about 25 minutes worth of work speed or work time. So you can knock out, like, I can knock out a driveway with a tank full, but a buffer tank, you definitely want a little bit bigger than 200 gallons in my opinion. If I could do like 350, I think that would be sweet. Like 350 gallons, and I'd almost feel comfortable having another 8-gallon because I could always dual feed with like garden hoses or something. But I think if I could do it over again, I would do around a 350-gallon tank. But you can get away with 200 with the 8-gallon a minute. And I think they sell 250-gallon tanks as well. But then, yeah, like you're saying, you would need new hoses. I use 1/2 inch from the reel for the first like 100 foot. And then I sizes down to 3/8 inch from there. So once you get to the surface cleaner, the hose size is the same. But when you're plumbing it from the pressure washer to the reel, it's 1/2 inch. And then when you're plumbing it, the first 100 foot of the hose reel hose, it's recommended that it 1/2 inch. Basically, you don't want to reduce the flow or restrict the flow until you have to. So the longer you can keep the 1/2 inch and reduce the flow, you'll have more like flow, basically, you know, or less. I don't know how to explain that, but you know what I'm trying to say. There's less restrictions on the system if you create enough flow throughout it until it gets to the end versus restricting the flow at the beginning. That's what I'm trying to say. Thanks. We're making good progress, though, Kendall. I appreciate you sitting in the chat here with me. I'm just kind of trying to talk through being live and streaming. I've realized that like when I've gone live the last couple times, I've been like very like not frantic, but like trying to stay on topic and trying to be quick and no dead space. And I'm like tripping over my words and saying like and a lot because I'm like trying to figure out what to say in that moment while keeping the pacing up. And like I've realized that I'm just gonna go live and not have too much of a structured topic to talk about, like maybe like a generalized topic, but then I can just kind of relax and chill with y'all and bounce back and forth and talk. It just feels more natural to me and less like pressure on me as well. So definitely helps to slowly learn how to stream in front of people or talk to people online via stream. It's not something I've done before. The learning curve, man. I was trying to be on like I feel like I'm a news anchor or something. And I'm kind of just chilling, you know what I'm saying? I'm chilling with y'all. Ain't tripping. We chilling. See what else I got on clearance. I'm about to upgrade hoses and I saw that they have my specific ones on sale right now. Not upgrade, but like repurchase, I should say. The hoses that I have are really nice, but they're discontinued. These Neptune Goodyears. They are I don't know if they're discontinued, but they're hard to find and they're twice the price. So sucks because I really like them. Luckily, I had bought one extra when I started, so I just used that one because I punctured the other one finally after like 4 years of these hoses, and I just got my first puncture. So, I mean, in my opinion, that's a good life out of a hose. So, I'm gonna repurchase them, but like I said, they're double the price now. So I'm like, gosh, dang it. Well, look, they have 8 gallons here for like 3,500, so about what I paid. I don't know what the difference is. It looks like it has a different pump. I went with the general pump on mine, I think. This one looks like it has a Viper AR fuel pump. That's probably something a little bit different. What else they got on here? Hose reel guide. Oh yeah, look, they got X-Jet. I think I'm slowly going to try and reach out to companies like this and see if I can get some sort of promo code for y'all or a way for me to like create a storefront or an affiliate link program. That way I can kind of link all the products that I use to build my trailer as well. So I think that would be beneficial to me all. As like Kendall was just saying, like he has most of what's on the Amazon wish list for the 4 gallon minute setup. But if you're already done the 4 gallon and you're trying to move up to like the 8, then I want to create a list for y'all as well. That way you got something to go off of. Because I'm more familiar with the 8 gallon than the 4 gallon a minute. Yeah, this is nice. Oh, look, here's that 10 gallon a minute you were talking about, Kendall. Yeesh. Or a 10 gallon. I don't know if it's the one you were talking about, but they got a 8 gallon right there. I wanted to show you this other one. Oh. Pushing. I thought that maybe it's high low. I think it might be high low. Trying to find this. Yeah, here we go. Kendall, check out this trailer here if you're still in the chat.
Micropower Solutions.
This guy has like
Orders
the top of the line that you can get. Like I'm talking right on
This is
Right on
a
surface
5 gallon
cleaner.
surface cleaner.
You got like
We got
a
66
1,000-gallon tank
trailer.
or something.
Our
I'll let
typical
him talk about it,
nozzle
but
deck, 625 gallon water tank, 45
625-gallon
gallon
water
gas tank.
tank.
We've got these huge monsters. These are
Huge pumps.
17
Holy
GPM
cow.
each. We've
He said what? 17 gallons a minute each? Is that what he just said?
we've got a gallon gas tank. We've got these huge monsters. These are 17 GPM each.
17-gallon a minute machines. Holy cow, bro.
We've got our.
So if he, oh yeah, look, see, he's got them plumbed up together here. Holy cow. So yeah, that'd be what, 34 gallons a minute?
Electric
if you
hose reels.
have them chained up. These hose reels right here, bro, custom made. Look how freaking long they are, man.
Hose. You've got them two monsters. We Siamese those two together, get 34 GPM.
Gosh, that's crazy.
And then we also have our hookups for waters. There's 4 of them all together. And then on this side, we also have a gas pump that will fill up the beast. So he is getting a beast with the 5.5 carbonator.
That is so
and
nice.
swalinator. We've got our ramp right here. So he's gonna.
So basically, you can drive up the little Cub Cadet mower that they converted into a surface cleaner onto the trailer, and then you've got like plenty of hose and all that. This is nice. Dang, debuts in Claremont, brother. That's right up the road from here. Competition. Let's go to his website and see what he's got. Holy cow. Yeah, that's insane. Let's look at his custom rigs. See if he's got any photos. Oh yeah, here's that trailer. Dang, yeah, look, he has one over here as well. This guy does what I want to do. I want to build these things, man. I want to build them. Maybe I should hit this guy up and see if I could do a collab video or something. Or I could take a tour, live tour of his trailers or something. That'd be pretty cool. Take y'all on a go-to show, you know what I'm saying? Look at this flatbed rig. Holy cow. My man's got it figured out, Universities and hospitals. Here you go. Here's a low-key secret for y'all. Types of commercial work to get into. Universities and hospitals, industrial facilities, construction and site prep, and then property management, municipalities. All those are good commercial style pressure washing gigs. Okay, let's price it out, y'all. With the Curbinator, we're looking at 18,500. That's with no trailer. Right? That's with no trailer. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wee, wah. That is crazy. He's got a whole soft wash system here. Dang, look at this. Oh, and it's one piece. Right? Oh, that's kind of nice. So your system, like, your hoses sit right above your systems. That's fancy. That's fancy. How did I, oh, okay, I opened an image, that's why. Oh, look, we got financing, boys. We can do it. We can make it work. Dang, that's crazy. Bum bum be dum bum. So did he say how much the rig is though? Like how much am I looking at trailer wise? I'm curious to know how much the cost of the trailer is. They own a pressure washing company in West Palm. Oh, it all makes sense now. I think this might have been the video Homeboy is talking about. Dude's got like holy cow. Just that flow is insane. Look at him. He has to lean into it. That is wild. That is wild. Oh my gosh. I would kill to be able to drive that thing. I would be able to clean my sidewalks in one go. I think the job would still take me all of one day, but I would be done in one day. Dang. That thing is nice, man. Got me wanting one. Let's see what else we can see about products and stuff that he has. See how much his pressure washers are. Huh. His 10 gallons are cheaper than I thought. Oh, they're using those CRX 750s. Has anybody used these engines before? I know they like got big during the pandemic because people were struggling to get the Hondas. But I haven't heard any word on how good they are long term wise. It looks like it still uses a decent general pump. I just know that the like Honda motors were hard to come by, so people switched over to the CRX 750s because they were more readily available. I'd be interested if anybody's tried one or used one, has any feedback on it. Let me know. Does that 10 gallons a minute, the flow rate allows for faster cleaning, which we knew that. At 10 gallons a minute, I for sure would be able to power the surface cleaner that I want. We were looking at currently I was looking at the ground force, which I don't think he doesn't have the product details here. Let me look over here. Whisper wash. Okay, the ground force. I was looking at I kind of like the floaters. Like the no caster wheels. That's just a personal opinion though. 5 gallon or more is the requirement for this surface cleaner. It's actually not that bad of a price. $1,000 bucks. I spent more on my truck getting fixed today than this surface cleaner. So I think that this would be a solid investment if you're trying to clean sidewalks faster. Because with the difference between the 19-inch, which I bought, and this, I should have gone with this because I already have a 8 gallon a minute machine. In my opinion, I think I should have just skipped this half step because I was already working with a 20-inch B Whirlaway. So the difference, like size wise, cleaning wise, work speed wise, is like next to none. How much higher quality this surface cleaner is, you could tell the difference between that and the Whirlaway. But when it comes to like work speed and stuff, I'm pretty much at the same work speed. So I should have gone to upgrade to a little bit bigger of a surface cleaner, honestly, because now I'm having to upgrade again. But I'll have this one as a backup now, which is not a bad thing to have. But Yeah, I'm trying to look at other size surface cleaners. Like I think you could also do this little big guy, but my thing about this one is like how easy is it to use? Does not need to move sideways. It says this is easier to move forward and backwards like a lawnmower. It's good for a good pressure washer that has miles of surface cleaning to accomplish. And does not need to move sideways. So basically, if I plan on walking long distances, thing. So it wants a half. Yeah, so we already have this and we have the jump hose to the reel. And then it wants half-inch 50 hose. But my question is, what is the hose at the pressure washer? Or at the gun right here? I want to know if this is half-inch or if this is 3/8 inch. I wonder if we have a spec sheet. I know what we could do. If we go to Whisper Wash, their own website, they have their surface cleaner. So let's look at their surface cleaners. And we were looking at the Aqua Pro. Then operating parameters, we can see 5 to 12 gallons, so that would be good. 24 inch. Here we go. Parts breakdown. And the hose is, what number is this hose? 5. 3/8 inch hose. Okay. So we know now that 3/8 inch hose. Other one that I was looking at was the, not the Aqua Force, the little big guy, right? Yeah, the big guy surface cleaner. Let me see what that one was. Give me a second. Little big guy. 5 to 8. So that's good. Details. Let's see what it says. Easy grip. Constant control. It says, go ahead and put your hands on a Whisper Wash Professional rotary spray system today. 2 rear never flat tires. That's nice. When you flip the cover on the big guy, you'll realize expansive 28-inch surface cleaner by rotating tips. Yeah, we already knew that. Let's just see what size this hose is. We need to know what number 4 is. It is 3/8 inch as well. So we would be able to use the hose that we already currently use with this and not have to worry about. There was a surface cleaner I was looking at that Whisper Wash makes. It was the Maxima. This big Mamba Jamba right here. And I believe that it was mark my words, we'll look at it really quick. But I believe that it had a hose that was not, I think it was half-inch. Number 10 and 11 or number 7. Yeah. It doesn't say. It says 151, but I think it's half-inch hose. So it is what it is. Y'all got to give me a second. I've got to take a piss. So I'll be right back. I'm going to put on just one of my videos really quick. That way y'all got something to work with. Boom, ba-dum, boom. I'm over here dancing around. Let's put on this. I'll be back with by the time this is done. If you went ahead and bought everything, this I'm pretty sure you could knock out any job. Most of you I'll be right back, y'all. At these BE Whirl Away surface cleaners that are 20-inch, and the minimum gallons per minute to be able to power this specific surface cleaner, 4 gallons a minute. This is the garden hose that you would connect to the house or your hose reel that would then go into the pressure washer directly. Now they have, I went ahead and selected the 50-foot version of this hose. This is Flexzilla. The material is really good. It doesn't kink easily, and just the longevity of it. I've had mine for 4.5 years and have never had an issue. And then we have a high pressure hose. This is going to be a 100-foot hose. It's kink free and also not marking. So if you want a little extra length when it comes to pressure washing, go ahead and get this 100-foot version. X-Jet is going to be for soft washing. Basically, it would go into the tip of your pressure washing wand, and then you would drop the bottom end of this X-Jet into like a 5-gallon bucket that we have right here. Because it is at the tip of your gun, it's not like downstreaming where you're pulling it through 100 foot of hose. So the solution isn't being diluted. These are boots that I've bought 2 pairs now. I'd highly recommend them. They're very comfortable. The surface is slick and wet, and you want some stickiness or grip with those boots. I would highly recommend these boots. This swivel will allow you to pivot under pressure, so your hose can be where it's at, and you'll be able to just flex with your wrist and control where you're pointing the pressure washing wand. And same with the ball valve, you'll be able to do it with the Mossmatic swivel. So I highly recommend this. Just saves your wrist. You don't have to fight with your hoses as much. They don't get kinked as easy. Like, this is something that I would almost say is a must-have. Next thing is going to be the quick connects and fittings for your pressure washing hose. So this will allow you to be able to connect to the wand, connect to your ball valve, quick connect different lengths of hoses. This will allow you to change between attachments from your surface cleaner to your wand, and also change your tips in your gun. Let's move on to the DN10 ball valve. So this ball valve will be able to allow you to switch between using your surface cleaner on the job right up here, and then switching to your wand right here. So without having to cut off the pressure washer and stop the pressure, you can turn the water off at the ball valve right here. And then you would use your quick connections that you have right here to connect to your surface cleaner when you're ready to clean the driveway or sidewalks, and then to your wand if you're going to wash a house, so, or rinse. So if you want to do either of those 2 things, you have to pop back and forth between using those attachments. You need Okay.
so
you can skip that step. It just helps with workflow. I am back. I don't know if anybody was watching that. If they were, let me know and I'll get it going again. But basically, I think I was almost
definitely
done
recommend
there.
like a 2-gallon. The pressure washer, like the different tips, the red, green, all those, the fan tips, that is basically what the J-Rod is doing.
I made this video yesterday. My mic quality wasn't that good. I was able to kind of dial in the mic quality today. So I may end up going back over this topic at some point and showing y'all again. But basically, this video that I put out earlier today was just kind of breaking down my Amazon storefront. So you guys are able to now access my Amazon storefront. That shows you the starter kit that I used to build my pressure washing business. The first 2 years that I was in business, I used this equipment right here. So this is what allowed me to be able to afford to end up building this trailer right here. So everything here is pretty much tried and true. I've used it before and I would recommend it. A lot of this stuff I still use. Like I still use a surface cleaner occasionally. I use this hose regularly. I use these swivels. I use these quick connects. I use these ball valves. I use this respirator, the J-Rod, the O-rings, pump up sprayers, the boots, like all this stuff I still use. So I highly recommend this stuff. If you wouldn't mind checking it out, I am an affiliate with Amazon now, so it definitely does help me. But I'm trying to help you as well. So if we could help each other, that'd be awesome. And I'm going to pop the link down here in the chat again, just so you guys have it in case you want to go check it out. Or if you do end up buying anything, I'd appreciate it. Let me know in the comments if you do end up purchasing anything through my link, because that is something that I do want to celebrate, because I just got it started and any support helps. But yeah, basically if you bought everything on this list, I'm pretty sure you could knock out any pressure washing job, besides maybe like roofs or 2-story houses or something like that. But pretty much everything here. I'm sure I'm missing 1 or 2 things. If you guys let me know which ones I'm missing, I'll get it covered again. But yeah, check out this shop, and just check out my Dustin's Essentials page in general, because I also have my PC build here. And I went through everything yesterday. That'll be a separate video if you wanted to build a PC. And then also same for camera equipment. If you're interested in what I film with and stuff, then we have all that as well. But But yeah, that's just a quick recap of the Amazon storefront that we now have. So when you guys are asking me what parts and tools and stuff I use, you can just check in right there and you'll be able to find it nice and easy. Yeah, back to the surface cleaners we were looking at. The Maxima, I couldn't I thought it said 3 half-inch hose is what it was. But I don't see that it's really saying that. It kind of looks like 3/8 inch hose. The only other one that I was looking at is like, of course I'd like to be able to use this one. But my thing is, I don't think I can with my pressure washer. I don't think it's strong enough. I feel like minimum is 8 gallons. And it can be modified up to 20. My thing is, at 8 gallons a minute, you're gonna barely be pushing it. So I don't think I can power it with my surface cleaner. The hose, this will tell me right here, right? Number 11. No. Is it number 6? Number 5 hose. So it's Whisper Wash 5150. Let's see if that comes up as a part number. Here we go. Here's the hose assembly. So this is for the Classic and the Maxima. So that is 3/8. We're looking for the Whisper Wash. So see what it says. I think it's half-inch. Doom doom doom. $2,500 for this one too. It's crazy. X. Huh. You'd think it would say it. Doesn't say it though. Yeah, looks like you're looking at like 2,500 for this surface cleaner. Ain't cheap. He ain't cheap, that's for sure. So I think if I was to upgrade surface cleaners, what I would look at is the I don't know. I kind of like the big guy. My opinion is this. I'll give you my opinion on the two that I'm looking at right here. So if I'm looking at the Mondo Force, no, not the Mondo Force. We're looking at, let me go back to, I got too many tabs, y'all. Let me close this out. Okay. I'll go back to their website. If I'm looking at the Whisper Wash and I'm thinking about it, the Whisper Wash ground force is 24 inches, which would be perfect if a sidewalk is 48. However, what if my sidewalk is 49 inches? That's basically my point. What if my sidewalk is 49 or 50 or 51, you know? Like, usually they're set kind of a standard size, but when it comes to like the medical plazas and stuff that I clean, you get the 48-inch sidewalk and then you have like 4-inch curb. So you need something to where you're not having to worry about the curb being not cleaned when you make your first 2 passes using the Aqua Pro, which would be the 24-inch. I think with this 24-inch, you're going to run into the issue of like, you've got the sidewalk clean, but now there's that strip of the top half of the curb that's not, and you would have to make that 3rd pass again, which is what I was trying to avoid with the surface cleaner. So I think that I would go with the ground, or not the ground force, but I would go with the where'd it go? Other one, the little big guy, I think is the name of it. But yeah, I think we would go with this one. Come on, guys. I think we would go with the little big guy. Or would we go with the big guy? What's the difference? What did I discover? What am I looking for? Number 4. Yeah, so it's 3/8 inches. So yeah, this big guy. So if I was between the big guy and I'm kind of in between that and this Aqua Pro or the ground force, I think that the ground force is nice because it's 24 inches and you can move it around a bunch of different ways. However, I think that it would suck if I'm trying to clean like long bits of sidewalk and I'm unable to clean that curb. I think this is the one I'll end up going with here, is the big guy. I want to do more research on this, and if anybody has used the Whisper Wash Big Guy before or owns one, let me know down in the comments below what you think about it. If that's the upgrade you would make if you were already working with just the classic Whisper Wash. I want to look into an upgrade to where I could clean sidewalks a lot easier, because I have quite a few sidewalk jobs coming up where it's just long amounts of sidewalks. So if I could clean them in 2 passes or less versus 3 passes, which is what I do now, then I think it would be worth the upgrade, because I would be able to save on time. Let's look how much this Whisper Wash Big Guy is. See if we can find one. See how much people are selling them for. It looks like Cigar City has one for 1,000. $1,000 is what it looks like. Let's see what this company has one. Whisper Wash Big Guy. Here's the little guy. Here's the big guy with 4 nozzle spray bar Whisper Wash new vent style handle. Okay. Big guy replacement hose only. Okay. So this is what we're looking at. So it's 10,100, 1,100. Otherwise, these are like 1,300. So what I do like is that this one has this bent handle. It looks like the photos of the other one, it does not. So maybe that makes it a little bit more ergonomic on the wrists, is what I'm assuming. But otherwise, I think this would be what I would want to go with. Let's see. Please indicate the nozzle sizes you need or list the GPM and pressure of your pressure washer in the notes. Otherwise, it won't ship out. Yeah. Go for big jobs. Big job, big job. That's what I think I'll end up going with, because this makes more sense. This would allow me to clean. It says it's 28 inches. So in 2 passes, I'd be cleaning 56 inches, which most sidewalks, if they're going to be bigger than 48, are not going to be bigger than 56. It's usually 48 plus a 4-inch curb, roughly. So you're looking at like 52. So even with this big guy, I think I would be able to easily clean everything. And I'm hoping that the weight of this surface cleaner / being able to push it will be a lot easier to maneuver with than like my hovering Whisper Wash Classic. I appreciate anybody that's popped in the chat today. I can see that 29 of y'all have came in here, and I appreciate all that. Appreciate the support. Hopefully you guys will find some value in these live streams. A lot of it's just going to be me here chitting and chatting, chopping it up with y'all. I'm just kind of looking at stuff that I might upgrade to next. I think Lauren, when she gets home, we were going to look at some cruises. So I don't know if I'll stay live for that or if I'll end up doing that offline. But she's trying to help me plan my 30th birthday, and she wants to go on a cruise with me. Well, I kind of want to go on a cruise. We were stuck choosing between Vegas and going on a cruise, and I think we've narrowed it down to going on a cruise. But now to figure out what cruise that is what we're going to do next, and trying to find the best deal. Gilbert says he's trying to start his pressure washing business and auto detailing business. And he's going to start printing some flyers soon. Let's go, brother. That's what I like to hear. Just got to start somewhere. I've thought about getting into that auto detailing as well. So let me know how that goes for you. The flyers and yard signs are what I ended up starting with mostly. Flyers and yard signs. So you're on the right path. If you haven't started yet, you're on the right path. If you could put some like before and after photos on your flyers that are high quality, that would look nice too. That way they kind of know what type of work you're offering. Make it easy for them to contact you too. Like QR codes weren't readily available when I first ran my flyers. But I think probably slapping a QR code that maybe sends them right to like being able to call you, or to like a quote form that they could fill out or something, you know, some sort of contact form that they can fill out just by scanning your QR code. That would be nice. Appreciate you popping in here, Gilbert. All right. Let's see if we can find any videos of the Whisper Wash guy. I think they have short videos. Oh, shorts, like basically shorts. What's a good range for pricing? It just varies, really. Depends how bad you want your first couple of jobs. If you're not really stressing about not that you're not stressing about money, but you're trying to get more experience under your belt and some good before and after photos, I wouldn't trip about how much you charge, even if you're a little bit cheaper for yourself, or like you cheap yourself out. You know what I'm saying? That's okay because you're getting some value out of the experience and the before and after photos. But when it comes to like pricing once you're in business, it just really depends, I think, on your overhead and your competition, stuff like that. I think everybody has like a different price range, to be honest. Once you get to a certain point, I think you'll set like a standard minimum for jobs. And then when you go to do a driveway or something, people will know like, okay, his minimum is this. But I wouldn't worry about like setting a minimum till you have a couple jobs under your belt and you kind of know the going rate in your area for pricing. If you can figure out what that going rate is for a driveway, just kind of start there. Start right around that price. Either like $50 more, $50 less, or 25 more, 25 less. Just play around with your pricing and see what people will pay. You don't want to like rip people off, but you also don't want to cheap yourself out too much. And at the beginning, cheap yourself out so you can gain some experience and get some before photos. But then set a point in which you're done cheaping yourself out, because you'll end up like me, where you're like crawling backwards trying to get your prices up because you came in so low when you started. Which I didn't necessarily do that, but my first few clients I did for really cheap, and I've kept them at that rate, and I just can't get myself to raise the prices for them now. So they expect their jobs to be done for a price that is just not, it's not a price that you would do it for any longer. You know, like $50 for a driveway. I do it because, you know, she's one of my OGs, but nobody else is getting $50 a driveway. Trust me. But yeah, my first job, I just traded for a Google review. So really you're just trying to dip your feet in. What my girl says. Whew. All right, let's see if we can see any videos of this surface cleaner working. Gosh, dang, that's loud. Just watch it like this. Where we can see how it cleans. I'm trying to see how easy it is to get up against the surface or the edge of the concrete. It looks like it's pretty decent. But yeah, see, this is like a normal size sidewalk. So with a normal Whisper Wash Classic, you would be doing 3 passes to clean this. Whereas with this surface cleaner right here, it looks like he's going to be able to do it in 2. So definitely saving on work speed. Do this one. These guys look like they're using hot water. This would be a good gig to get, like a car wash like that. Yeah, that's a good idea, Gilbert. Start in your neighborhood and just go from there. That's what I did. I when I first started out, I passed out like my first 200 flyers to like the first couple neighborhoods right around me. First my neighborhood, and then the neighborhoods right around me. And I was able to get a couple calls off of that. And I still do some of those customers I originally passed those flyers out to. The thing you got to remember is when you're acquiring your customer, you only have to acquire them the first time as long as you do good work, and your pricing is fair, and you stay up with them. If you're reminding them that you exist and you're around, they'll keep using you. So every year, just hit back home that like, hey, we did your driveway last year and it's about that time again. Let's get back on the schedule. You're really only acquiring that customer that first time. So it's a good thing to start in your neighborhood. And if you end up talking to people, tell them that you live in the neighborhood, you know? People want to hear that kind of stuff. So they want to know that they're helping someone super local, especially if it's like somebody in their own neighborhood. So I think that's a good place to start is in your neighborhood. It's like these guys have 2 of these surface cleaners. I'm just trying to see how easy it is walk-in wise and stuff. Like they're making it look like it's pretty straightforward. I was trying to see if there's a lot of resistance with your hose and pulling it, or if the weight of the surface cleaner is nice enough where you don't have to worry about throwing a bunch of the weight of the hose. Looks like these videos keep repeating. This is what I'd like to have. Holy cow, is that a water truck he just brought in? But then there's also the Maxima, which I don't think we'll need. Dang, look at these guys working right here, y'all. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, 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 that was loud. Holy cow, look at this surface cleaner. Way to go, Danny. Yeah. This isn't the surface cleaner I'm looking at, but that is nice. This guy's like, I'm not paying that. Nice. They had a decent little conversation right there. I don't know if y'all read that, but I was reading it. I was reading the comments. Guy's got a nice little setup though. And then his boys on the Maxima. Yeah, these guys are doing like large amounts of just flat work, which is nice. Good on them. That's what these like mega surface cleaners would be good for. I'm doing a ton of sidewalks, so I can't have mine be too big. And the Maxima, in the sense that like I would only be cleaning like a little sliver. I'm gonna probably pass on that one. I'll probably end up with this 28-inch. I just wanted to see if he said what he was powering it with. Doesn't say. Have y'all seen these robot lawnmowers? These things are crazy. What did he do? He branded it himself to red. It's crazy. Yeah, so right now I'm looking at this big guy one so far is what I'm thinking. Let's see. This doesn't really help me visualize it. It's what you guys are complaining about with these sped up videos, you know? I'm trying to see walking speed. I'm not trying to see like zoomed up fast speed. Because I can't tell like how much faster he's walking or if he's having to walk way slower, you know? I think a lot of the times when you speed up these videos, people don't understand how long something's actually taking. Gilbert says there's something about looking at surface cleaning that is dirty and seeing the end result that brings a smile to your face. Yeah, it's like an oddly satisfying thing. I try and tell people that haven't surface cleaned before, but if like pressure washed and they enjoy like cleaning with the wand, I'm like, let me bring over my surface cleaner. You'll have so much fun. The ability to clean faster than a wand, but still get those same results where like you're getting to see a giant chunk of dirty concrete get cleaned. Like there is something satisfying about it. I'm trying to get more into the ASMR style to filming when it comes to my pressure washing content. My girl's gonna start tagging along on the jobs and trying to capture some more like ASMR style close up like shots and like no talking videos where you're just getting like quick jump cuts and quick like transitions of the process itself. I think it'd be good for more marketing materials and stuff. And we're trying to branch out on more than just YouTube because we want to get on Instagram and a couple other platforms and be more active on there. So with her helping film the content and stuff, I think we'll get a lot better shots and stuff because I'm trying to do everything when I'm on the job And it's just a lot of work to be like actually trying to do the job and then worrying about what to capture and what to film. And then when you're filming and you decide, oh, I missed this or I missed that, like usually it's too late. Like I've started trying on some of my videos, I'll show you, cleaning like halfway down the driveway like this and then rinsing it. But then on some of these jobs, you'll see like I didn't do that because I forgot. So like having an extra person there to just remind you like, hey, don't forget we need to catch a thumbnail halfway through the job, or like, hey, did you get the transition of this or that? Like I'm hoping that that'll help me with this, because my brain right now has been so scattered with like focus on like the channel and going live and the actual business and our other YouTube channel that I just need help, man. I need help. So she's actually gonna start helping. That is good news. So you guys will start to see her in the videos a lot more. She might pop into this live later. She's at work right now, but she might pop into this live later and we might just hang out and look for some cruises together online. I may even if I end up like going offline and then coming back up later tonight, possibly to do that. It just depends how we're feeling and if she wants to go on the live or not. But I told her that she needs to start showing face a little bit more. She's on the channel. You'll see her in some videos and stuff, but she's going to start definitely being in the content a lot more. I think she's on my second most popular videos. Yeah. Like here. There's Lauren. This was during the hurricane and stuff. But yeah, she's going to become the camera girl for the channel. So I appreciate y'all if you say what up to her when she pops in, or give her some motivation in the comments and stuff, because she'll start to be the ones that's being and editing behind the scenes.
It's part of being a Floridian, part of living in Florida, part of dealing with hurricanes, man. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and stay tuned. Everybody survived. And
not here to sell you something.
This was crazy.
Starting to storm now.
All areas.
This came out probably the last
era.
probably go out
this era right here is what helped me get my channel monetized. I did these like Hurricane Milton updates for y'all last year, while we were dealing with the hurricane. Like you can see like 15K, 11K, 8K, 7K, stuff like that. I was able to like get a lot of eyes on my channel, and then we were able to get monetized by that. This is the setup I have. The PC is new.
One of our favorite
I'll show y'all my setup.
Roscoe to the dog park. I usually like to knock out.
Right here is my setup. So I have the two monitors. This monitor right here is now vertical, but
my business first thing in the morning, so I have the rest of
I have my standing desk. That's what I'm doing right now, standing. And then that BenQ light. And you guys can find all this stuff. Speaking of that, I need to add that to my channel. But I have a Amazon storefront now for even my PC products. So if we go to the PC build and you guys are interested in any of that or the desk, I'm just going to drop it in the chat here, because this chat will become a live replay when anybody watches the VOD. And if you're interested in anything like the microphone that I use, or the standing desk that I'm using right now, or the ring light that's right here, or my BenQ light, all that stuff is located on this streaming list right here, this PC build list, which is on my Amazon storefront. You guys will find a lot of the stuff I use on this storefront. I'm gonna start slowly adding to this storefront and creating other idea lists. Right now I have my camera, my PC, and my pressure washer. I know Lauren wanted to start her own tab for y'all, in case you guys are not knowing what to buy your girls for Valentine's Day, or it's their birthday coming up or whatever. I figured I could have like a little like tab on here for like not girly products, but you know what I'm saying? Stuff that my girl recommends for women. So if you're a guy and you want to surprise your girl with something, or you don't know what to get your mom, or you don't know like a holiday's coming up, you know what I'm saying? Like come to my storefront. We can have some products that'll help you brainstorm good gift ideas and stuff like that. So Lauren's going to start her own tab on here. And then I think I was also going to put her PC build on here. And then I'm going to piece together some of the stuff that's on my trailer and have that. And then also, I was trying to think of other lists that I was going to have on here. But those are the main ones that I want to hit hit home with so far. That'll be available on the storefront. And then I can also link to my essentials page, which will be right here. So one will take you to the specific PC build, and this other link will take you just to the storefront itself. So if you're interested in any of the products that we have to offer, I would greatly appreciate it. Any support helps, because I do make a little bit of commission on these items. So if you end up buying anything for your systems or whatever, buy it through my link, brother. It'll help me out. If you guys popped into the chat when we first started, I'm trying to afford this truck right here, man. So I need help with raising some money, you know what I'm saying? A ton of money. This truck is really expensive. So any support helps with the channel is what I'm getting at. And I appreciate y'all all the time for just subscribing and liking my comments and posting comments, and engagement with my channel is all I could ask for. You know what I'm saying? Gilbert says, okay, brother, have a blessed day, and thank you for the info. Hey, man, I appreciate you stopping by. I'm going to try and go live a lot more often, so pop in here whenever you see me live and say what's up. I appreciate you stopping by, homie. If you have any questions about pressure washing or whatever, drop them in the comments on any of my videos, and I'll try and get back to you. But yeah, I appreciate you joining the live, homie. Boom, bum, boom.
Scenes of running a pressure washing business.
And you could see in this video, I was watching the Alex Murdoch trial. I don't know if any of y'all watched that live. That trial was crazy, though. Yeah, basically, Roscoe just sits right here behind me while I work all the time. This is me majority of the day, including right now. I'm actually going to sit down right here and stand in for the past hour and a half I've been live. Something like that. But I'm going to try. I was worried about when I was going live, like having it be jam-packed with content and stuff like that. And I've decided that I'm just going to go live and chill. And if you guys enjoy this content, I appreciate it. And if you have questions, let me know. But I'm not going to stress myself so hard about staying on topic when it comes to these live streams. I think that I'll end up like, I get in my own head about like trying to stay on topic, and I get flustered and stuff. So the more I can kind of just sit here and chit chat with y'all and do my own thing, I think the better the flow of the streams will be, and the better like my stream of consciousness when it comes to my actual thoughts will be a lot clearer, if that makes sense. So I appreciate anybody that's in the chat right now. I can see that there's a couple of y'all in here. So I appreciate y'all stopping by and watching. It's all a learning curve for me, and the fact that you guys are joining along, it's pretty dope. I've always wanted to stream, and I've tried streaming a couple times, but I've just always like, I end up chickening out or falling off with it. So I'm going to try and be really consistent. I've been consistent with this channel all year long when it comes to long form videos, and when it comes to like posting. So if I can stay consistent with the lives, that's my next goal. And I've already created some playlists for y'all, so you can catch my lives after they're over. You can watch some shorts. I have just highlight fast videos of the jobs. Then I have like full process jobs right here. And then I have my commercial big jobs over here. So depending on what content you guys are trying to digest, I've tried to kind of piece and part it all together to make it easier for y'all to like binge my content, basically, is the goal. So I'm hoping that these playlists are helpful for y'all as well. And then we made some posts recently. Ooh, look at my pretty girl. Lauren and I went to a gala on Sunday. It was Wicked themed. So there we are. So you'll start to see her more in the channel. But we went to this gala, which was Wicked themed, and they had 3 Broadway stars that played Wicked, including the person that played Elphaba. They had 3 of the Elphabas, and one of them was the longest tenured Elphaba on Broadway, which is pretty cool. But yeah, basically we got to see them perform a bunch of Wicked songs, and then there was like a silent auction and just raising money for the theater. And this is actually where Lauren works. So actually beneficial to the to her as well. Yeah, she looked pretty right here. To make this my profile. I can click on that. And I comment anything? What show would you love to see live? Oh yeah. How nice though. I want to get better at making the posts and making polls though. Because I haven't posted much at all, like you can see. Hurricane Milton was coming. That was the last post I made. Besides like letting people know that I was live, and then this one. But yeah, I want to get more active on the posting, because I can ask you guys like between my thumbnails, which thumbnails y'all think are better. I could ask you like which surface cleaners y'all go with, stuff like that. Just little polls and quizzes and questions, or remind you of old content that I've created. Trying to be more well-rounded for y'all, and not so hyper specific on long form full job videos. Because for a while here, if you look, most of my content is just like on the job, straightforward, no nothing. And I just want to like go off more of the lifestyle and the stuff like that. Got a comment, so we need to respond. Because this video just came out, responding to your comments like right away is super beneficial to the algorithm, because in the algorithm is like basically telling you that your video is doing good. And I'm going to show you guys sneak peek of like how I further create engagement. And like I try and respond to y'all naturally, but I also use chat to kind of leverage a good idea to like circle back home the point that I'm trying to make, which is like, go check out the storefront, you know? So the guy basically saying that the video was perfect and straight to the point. I really appreciated it. Chat came up with, glad it hit the mark. Is there anything specific you'd like to see me cover next? See, like this part I enjoy because I need further engagement. So telling him thanks for watching. Hopefully found it hopeful. If there's anything specific you'd like me to cover next, let me know. Let's do it like that. If there's anything specific you'd like to see me cover next. Now let's see what chat says about this response. Thanks for watching. Glad you found it helpful. If there's anything specific, yeah, there we go. Because this will lead to further engagement if needed. Which, like I said, the more comments that you get on a video in the first 24 hours, the better the algorithm views your content, and the more it'll drive it to the people. So responding to everybody as soon as you can is beneficial. So if you see me responding to your comments, or if I haven't responded to your comments, comment again, man. Tell me. Be like, you didn't respond to my last comment. I need you to respond, because I'll get on it. I try and respond to almost everybody. Okay, cool. That's a good comment. And then it allows for further engagement if he decides he wants to. So, bada bing, bada boom. In this video is the one that he was just referring to that I just dropped, which is basically showing you guys my Amazon storefront. And I created a pressure washing starter kit for if you want to start your pressure washing business today. You can go ahead and do that just by going onto my Amazon storefront or clicking the link right here on my desktop, or not desktop, but my description and my YouTube channel, or in all my YouTube videos, you'll be able to see it. And then also on this video specifically, you'll be able to see it. But it basically takes you to my storefront and then this pressure washing starter kit, which I've pieced together all these parts that I started my pressure washing business with back in 2019. And I was able to build my business up to a point to where I was able to save up for this trailer, basically. So this is basically a starter kit. I tried to include almost everything that I could think of that you would need. Most of this is off of my order history, so I own a lot of this stuff. And I still use majority of this stuff. The only thing I've moved on from now is the XJet because I use a 12 volt, and then I have an 8 gallon a minute instead of this 4 gallon a minute. All this other stuff you see, I use on a daily basis. So I stand by it and I recommend it. And I've now created like a storefront for you guys to be able to just go and acquire those products if you would like to. So hopefully y'all find that beneficial. Hopefully. But yeah, it should be accessible fairly easy through our channel and through a multitude of different ways. But like I said, drop in the comments if you're watching this on the replay, or if you're watching it live right now, drop it in the live chat. If you think I left anything out on that list and need to add it, let me know in the comments and I'll go ahead and get that added to the list. I'm sure there's a few things. I know I can tell I'm missing like Teflon tape. But I think I've almost got everything. And if there's anything you think I'm missing, let me know and I'll get it added to the list. But I'm pretty sure if you bought everything on this list, you would be able to knock out 99% of the jobs that you get called for. So it's a good starting point. If you're looking into pressure washing or don't know where to start, check out this video that I just did. Let me get a link for that as well. Check out this video I just dropped today, and it will basically tell you what the product is, what it's used for, why I liked it, and basically it's in a format in which you can just add it to your cart and be able to check out and have like almost like a business in a box was kind of the goal. I was trying to create a pressure washing kit that is easy for y'all to throw together. So that is what we were able to do. And I think I'm getting better at these thumbnails. Y'all let me know down in the comments what you think about the thumbnail stuff. I'm trying to get better at making my thumbnails. This is today's, and I think I need to switch it up a little bit because we did talk about the trucks at the beginning, but we've kind of moved on from the trucks. So I think I need to figure out a way to make these thumbnails a little more general when it comes to the like live streams. Like I wanted to like cover, I'm covering a multitude of topics if I'm going to stay live this long. So the fact that I'm talking about dream trucks, it's only like the first 30 minutes of live. And so right now it's not relevant to people that click in because I'm not looking at dream trucks right now, you know? So I need to figure out a way. Maybe I could put like, let's talk pressure washing. Let's do pressure. See, I don't know if I can update a thumbnail once I'm live. This isn't really as accurate as to be. I had one where it was like truck in the shop, something like that. Let me see my other ones. I have a couple other thumbnails. Starter kit, no. Thought I did. Let's put let's talk shop. And let's see, what do we want to look at pressure washing wise? Let's talk shop, and then or like I can't decide. I probably need to retake this thumbnail photo. That's what I was thinking here. I might do that for y'all and show you how I do that. There's a fly in my room. Pissing me off. He's so loud. Appreciate y'all popping by and stopping in the chat and stuff. Let's put prices are rising. Because I think that matches better with the emotion of the photo. And then do we want to change what photo of the truck is? Prices are rising. Let's talk shop. I think that's pretty good. Fairly accurate without being so specific to the truck itself. Prices are rising. Do we think that's good? Prices are rising. Let's talk shop. Because then we're able to be more general about everything. And maybe I'll do like, I could do like stuff we've talked about here. So like this, and then say the surface cleaner. Capture the surface cleaner, and we can add it to the thumbnail. It's like my little collage board of what we're talking about. I'm done. That's funny. Okay, so we talked, and then what else did we talk about? We're also talking about where's the machine? Let's just do this one like this. I won't even do the prices for y'all. You don't have to visualize how much the prices are rising. And we've got this. A nice. There we go. Perfect. I think that looks pretty good. It's like a couple of the topics that we've covered so far. That way we're not too clickbaity with the fact that the truck is the truck, you know what I'm saying? Let's add these filters. Okay, and then if we download this, download it. Let me pull it over to my files. and then I'll be able to edit this. I want to see if now I can take this thumbnail and live swap it for our live, because we're live right now. But can I update? My question is, can I update my live? You know what I'm saying? My thumbnail live. Can I update my thumbnail? Stream settings. Viewer activity. Analytics. How do we do it, y'all? Anybody know how to upload a live? Okay, live. Details. Thumbnail. Okay, here we go. Change. So let's do. I think I put it in here. This one right here. Cool. So this is the new thumbnail that we're going to have on for this live while we're still live, which is prices are rising. Let's talk shop. I think that's a more well-rounded one. And let's change the title as well to browsing. With this update, and then I'm going to change the title as well to something else. A little more well-rounded for y'all. We were looking at trucks earlier today. If y'all want me to pop back over and look at more trucks, I will. But I'm not gonna sit here for 3 hours and look at trucks that I'm not buying. We browsed the dream trucks, and now we've moved on to other pressure washing products and stuff that we've been looking at and equipment. But I want to get the titling right. I got to be better about like updating on the fly and stuff. Browsing, pressure washing products. Trucks in the shop. Again. ... My trucks in the shop again. Okay. I think that's good. Browsing pressure washing products. My trucks in the shop again. There we go. Cool. So now we have the updated live for y'all. So the thumbnail is going to look a little bit different and more well-rounded based on what we're talking about. Got to get better at that. What's going on, Lauren? Appreciate you popping into the chat. I was just updating my thumbnail while I'm live. I was telling them that I started with talking about trucks, but that thumbnail isn't as relevant because we're not going to sit here for 3 hours talking about trucks. So we got on a topic about talking about pressure washing supplies and surface cleaners and stuff. So updated the thumbnail to be a lot more specific to what we're talking about, which is just prices are rising. So let's talk shop. But yeah, now that that's updated, we are good with that, and we can continue on our topics that we're talking about. I was showing people the storefront that we built last night, and then also I was looking at surface cleaners because, you know, I have those big commercial jobs coming up in the next couple weekends. I was trying to see people's reviews on these surface cleaners, which I've been looking at this big guy 28-inch right now. It looks like it's going to take the weight of pulling the hose off because the surface cleaner is pretty heavy. But it's only good for long straight distances because you're not able to turn as easy with this thing. But for sidewalks, it would be really good. And if the sidewalks aren't 48 inches, or if they're 48 inches plus a curb, this will be able to handle it because it's 28 inches. If I went with a surface cleaner that is 24 inches, if the sidewalk is 1 inch bigger than 48, which is like the standard size, I would still be making that third pass, which we're trying to eliminate completely. So this would allow, if there's like a 4-inch curb, I could still hit it with this on 2 passes and not stress it as much. But I think Roscoe can tell that you're headed home because he's looking out the window now. Charge more, thrive more. That's your goal. Yeah, hopefully this will allow me to work faster though, because I can basically eliminate one whole pass of the entire plaza that I would be cleaning because I can eliminate the third pass of every line that I would be making. So that's technically nice. So I should save a third on speed if correct. So if I was doing 3 jobs, boom. Here, you want to see Roscoe? I'll pop him up on cam for you. There he is. Let me make this bigger so you can see him. There's Roscoe. Yeah, a good boy. Got the Roscoe cam live. Right now we got 2 people in the chat. I appreciate y'all stopping by. People have been popping in all day. I think we've gotten over 37 people to come in here so far. So that's pretty good. Not everybody's staying, but they're popping in, saying what's up and popping out. So that's all you could ask for. But I was telling chat that I'm wanting to go live more with less topic oriented. That way I can feel more natural. We talked about it last night, baby, but I feel more natural today, just like popping around from what I'm doing, making thumbnails and editing videos and looking at surface cleaners and trucks and all that, like what I like to do normally, you know? And I don't have to feel so like regimented. I was feeling so regimented the last couple lives because I was trying to stay on topic. I think I'm like over analyzing it. I've realized now I'll just chop up the VOD into the specific like topic that I wanted to talk about, make that a video, and this live can just be a full encompassed live for the people that want to see me for me. Baby, can you let me know if my audio quality sounds a lot better on the mic today? I put on my monitoring headphones and I tried to like monitor my voice until I like pitch matched myself with all the settings. So I feel like I got the perfect dang, Lauren with $5 in the chat. Let's go. That's my first super live on a live stream. Let's go. Shout out to Lauren. I don't have any horns or anything, but if I had overlays or buttons, that'd be awesome. You're getting a little sneak peek of Roscoe looking at a squirrel or a lizard. So that's good. But hey, Lauren, I appreciate the dropping the $5 in the chat. Helps out the channel and helps our goal. We've been we're on a slow roll of trying to raise enough money to be able to afford this truck right here, baby. This truck. So if y'all were in here earlier, we did the math and I need to clean 1,000 driveways to afford this truck. So that $5 that Lauren just dropped help, and any purchases made on my Amazon store will help, and any driveways that we get will help. So I need y'all on the yard signs. I need you on the flyers for me. We need to get hustling, boys. We're trying to get me this truck right here. So I appreciate that, Lauren. Yeah, I need to get some overlay buttons and stuff for when people donate and stuff like that. I can sound off and go nutty, because I appreciate that. Feels good when somebody gives you a little bit of cash. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we did the math on how many driveways it would take to do this. Basically, oh dang, I forgot. Good call, baby. Let me scene change. This truck right here. I need y'all to hustle so that we can afford this truck for black and gold. Imagine this truck wrapped with black and gold and driving on the road, pulling a nice pressure washing trailer or our 5th wheel camper so me and my girl and our dog can hit the country and travel. This truck is awesome. It's $200,000. And we did the math on how many driveways it would take, and it's 1,000. And so if we did 5 driveways a day at 1,000 driveways, it would take me 333 days, which is just about a year. So it's doable. It's doable. It would just be a lot of work. But yeah, this truck is a beast. Let's flip through some of these. They have some sick builds. I've watched their YouTube channel for a while. But y'all let me know how the audio quality is with the mic, because I've been tweaking it over the past day, trying to dial it in. So I think it's a lot better than the video that I just put out that came out today. I was live yesterday and I was watching back the VOD, and the audio quality of the microphone just wasn't as crisp and clear. It was actually like really overmodulated. So I'm hoping that this will help a lot. But yeah, once again, I just want to thank Lauren for the $5 in the chat. Maybe I can add you as a moderator. Let's add you as a moderator. We'll add you as a managing moderator. How about that? So we have a new mod in the chat, everybody. Lauren is now going to be a moderator here in the Black and Gold Pressure Washing channel. So say what up to Lauren. Let's go. Keep it 100, girl. Keep it 100. I'm spamming 100s in the chat. I don't know if y'all can see that. I really like this white one, this white truck, though. I know that my business is black and gold, but I don't know what I like about a white truck. My goodness. Let's go. Oh yeah, look, now you're blue in the chat. It shows you like a blue chatter with a like wrench next to your name. That's pretty cool. Shout out to Lauren for the $5 again. She's got us halfway to our goal of $10 today. So that's pretty cool. We're halfway there. These are the Ram versions of this truck though. Y'all let me know if you like the Rams better or if you like the Ford trucks better. If you guys have an opinion on the two style of trucks. Are we Ram truck guys or are we Ford truck guys? My family's always been Ford, but for some reason I like the look of the Rams. I think the Rams look meaner, the Fords look cleaner. That's the motto. I'm sticking to it. Oh my gosh. Baby, could you imagine being in the mountains with this truck though? Look at this. It's so pretty. And I could have my dog hanging out the back. My camper being towed behind. And then when I'm working, I can have my little pressure washing rig. I won't have to worry about tow capacity of my Explorer anymore. Oh, it just sounds so nice. Dang. Yeah, and this guy's got his as a work truck. Rental truck. Or he does rental business. You can see it on the side of his truck. Dang, they took it with the leaves changing. That's crazy. It looks so nice. Roscoe's laying down in his spot. He's got to get comfy first. Oh, he switched it up on y'all. I'm sorry. You don't get Roscoe in the camera. Ooh, this blue is clean. Ooh, that blue is nice. Let's look up the price of these tires. Because we were talking about them earlier. 41-inch Goodyear military tires, basically. Yeah, these right here. What? That can't be right. That's got to be for a set of 4, right? Aren't them. I guess these are them, yeah. Dang. Well, maybe not. Let me put. Let's just put Goodyear. See what these tires are looking like. Do they not have them listed? Here we go. Somebody was looking at them from this. True. This guy's like, you can't go to the discount tire and get these kind of tires. So what are you supposed to do if you get a flat somewhere? Because these tires are big. And we were talking earlier. I wonder how much these tires weigh. They have to be like 120 pounds each. That would be my guess. You'd have to like jack up the tire to change the tire. We're talking about these trucks right here, y'all. And these tires. I was trying to find the price on these tires. And then I was trying to figure out the weight of them because I can only imagine that you jack up the truck to change the tire if you get a flat, but to get the spare out of the back of your truck and then roll it over here and jack it up, I imagine is a whole process. Yeah. Dang, this guy's saying you can't even like, even when you go to get the rims, or like your tires balanced and rotated, it's hard because they don't have the ability to at your local tire shop because the tires are so large. Also, 95% of shops don't touch a 41-inch tire on beadlock rims. This guy says most don't even have the required rack to get your rig up. So you'll have to go to a truck or RV shop or like a RV store to even change the tires. Holy cow. This guy says they're about $650 a tire. That was in 2020. £200 is what this guy says. Yeah, we knew it was going to be heavy. I didn't know it was going to be 200 pounds heavy. I was thinking like 120 pounds is what I thought. This guy says 320 pounds. Holy cow. Yeah, I think with the rim and the tire, it's a two-person job for sure. Anybody in the military or been in the military? Because I imagine you've had to deal with these type of tires before with the big military trucks. But other than that, I don't even think that you would use these tires for anything else unless you were building one of these one-off trucks like this. This guy says $1,450 to $1,700 per tire. So if we wanted new tires, let's get 5 around at $1,450 a piece. We're looking at $7,200 in tires if we wanted to get all around, including a spare. That's insane. That probably includes that rim though, right? I'm assuming that includes the rim. I'll mark my words on that. We're dream shopping anyway. We're dream shopping. That's crazy though. And then you have like the winch and all that. Oh, I would kill for this truck. Eesh. Look at that. It climbed up on those rocks like it was nothing. Oh, this place is familiar, baby. This is that Coors Field that we saw in Colorado. My girl's in the chat, y'all, so if you see me saying baby, it ain't to you, it's to my lady. Unless you want to be baby. um, I don't even think any of these trucks were for sale. There was something else I was going to look at here, though. Oh, yeah. Let's look at aftermarket parts for this. I want to look up Tundra tires. See what we could fit on our Tundra. These are kind of nice. Wrangler. Goodyear Wrangler tires. I want something that looks pretty beefy on the little Toyota Tundra that I have. We basically have this truck but in black. So I'm looking to add some bigger tires to it. Some nice tires. I don't want like little babies. I want some big boys. I want to see if I can. How do I celebrate the? I think I can celebrate. I need to celebrate the dono. YouTube doesn't give me the option to celebrate it. I'm about to run an ad for y'all. Let's see what happens. Let me know if you got an ad after this. Let me know if you saw an ad run. See what happens here. I tried to run one to see if it does anything when I press the button. They have like a manual button where I can stop ads or delay them, and then I also can just insert ads. So I want to see what happens if I click it. Does it just automatically play an ad for y'all? It doesn't tell me what it's doing, so just curious how it works. I want to know how much I need to put into this truck to get some nice tires. Lauren says, nope, not yet. I clicked it, so we'll see what happens. Sure I didn't miss anybody while this was live. I didn't. Okay. See if it happens. I can set a goal up here. Oh, look. Here we go, baby. Set a goal of super chats. Let's try 5 super chats. See what happens. Set a timer of. Let's just do 3 hours right now. Share how I'll celebrate. Let's see, my lady will join us on stream. That is going to be the goal. 5 super chats. See if this does anything. Okay, so I tried to create a goal now. Let's celebrate their first super live. Lauren says she got one when she entered the live. I just created a goal of a super chat. It didn't count the one that you gave me. Unfortunately, I didn't have the goal live. But I made it a goal of 5 super chats. If we get those 5 super chats, my lady will join us on stream later and we can look at like cruises or something. She's trying to help me celebrate my 30th birthday, and we were going to look at cruises and the prices of cruises and stuff. So I think that if you guys are able to help me reach the 5 super chats, then I'll go ahead and have her do it on stream with us, and we can have Lauren, Roscoe, and I join y'all, and you guys can get a little more behind the scenes of our life in general. So just a fun little game to play. No biggies. No biggies. Okay. Roscoe. Okay. It says Discount Tire says these would work on my truck. My question is, see if we can find. Pull this over here. Here we go. Ooh, you can save 30 per set. Yeah, I kind of like these KO2s. I like those, and I kind of liked, kind of look at the tread. Like these look cool too. My Toyota Tundra needs new tires. So I'm checking out some tires for the Tundra right now. See what happens. Appreciate everybody that popped by on the live though. It looks like 40 of y'all have joined at some point. So that's pretty cool. And I appreciate everybody that stopped by. How do we like these? Let's compare the treads. So we've got the Nitto or Naito. I don't know exactly how you say that. Ridge grapplers with a tread that looks like this. Okay, let's pull this up. So do we like the tread pattern on this tire at 211? These are the Falcon Wild Peaks. Do we like the tread pattern on these BF Goodrich all-terrain KO2s? I know these are really popular. At 282 a tire. Or do we like these Nitto Ridge Grapplers at 223 a tire? With this tread pattern right here. And then I'll also flip it to the side so y'all can see what it looks like side profile wise. This is a side profile of the Nittos, side profile of the BF Goodrich, and then also a side profile of the Nitto Grapplers. Let's go. Lauren said new mod in the chat. Say what's up. Welcome to the... Let's go. Appreciate the $5, Lauren. All right, we're at 1 out of 5 on our goal to 5 super chats today. So if we get the 5 super chats, I think I set the timer at like 3 hours. If we can get to the 5 super chats within the 3 hours, then my girl will join us on stream later and we'll look at some cruises because we're trying to celebrate my 30th birthday in style. And yeah, so we're going to look at some cruises probably. And if you guys want us to do that on the live, go ahead and support the channel if you wouldn't mind. And appreciate any support that we get, y'all. Just starting out on these lives, new to them, don't really know how they work and don't know how the flow is going to work and everything. So any support helps. So I appreciate it, Lauren. And you are a new moderator in the chat. And so be on the lookout, boys. Be on your best behavior because if you're not, she's going to grill you. She might time you out. She might ban you. Depends what you say and how you act. So behave, y'all. Behave. I think these are similar to the tires I already have on the truck out there. I don't think I would do the Nitto. Or these are the Falcons. I don't know. Side profile wise, we have these. I don't know if I really like the side profile of these. See, why is it white here? Like the text is white. And then on this photo, like it's not white. But on this one, it is white again. I don't know. And then we have the side profile of these. I kind of like the side profile of these Nittos. How do y'all say this? Is it Nito or Nitto? Nitto Ridge? I guess is what it would be. Yeah, the Nitto Ridge grapplers. Is there any review? What does better mean? Anybody got an opinion on these? I think I kind of like the Nittos. I'm not gonna lie. I think that the tread is pretty cool, and I think that the look sidewise is pretty beefy. Cool. The Goodriches are $60. Goodriches are $60 more per tire. So at 4 tires, what is that? $240 difference, something like that. This doesn't include rims either. Right? I don't believe this includes rims. They're expensive. Roscoe just saw a cat. I don't know if y'all can see him right here, but there's a cat right out front laying out on our sidewalk. It's the black and white cat, but he is teasing Roscoe. He hasn't gotten introduced to our neighbor's new cats, so he sees them like come and go from his front yard, and they lay under our cars and stuff. But Roscoe still hasn't gotten adjusted to that. Point the camera up so y'all can see it a little bit better. Yeah, he's staring at this cat right now. It's starting to move. Yeah, you're being a good boy. He is having a stare down right now. I'll pull this camera up bigger so y'all can see. We've got a wild Roscoe in his habitat. He has spotted a lizard on the screen and a cat out in the front yard. I don't know if he knows what to do. Oh, you see that? He's getting mad. He is not happy. You kitty just hanging out, or are you staring at the lizard? Which one? Which one, Mr. Roscoe? Use your words. My man he's locked in. Oh, y'all can see him right here too. Yeah, he is locked in. I need to like take a screenshot. We're trying to get him to be like more gentle with the new cats. Oh, y'all will see him on the window right here. Look, there he goes. There goes the kitty. Like right here, right now. Teasing him. He's teasing him. Oh. My boy is locked in over here. Roscoe's having his own camera and everything. Yeah, I know. I made a little Roscoe camera for him. He's having a stare down with the cat out front right now. They're like right over here somewhere. He smelt them in the front yard, but he hasn't got introduced, so he has a stare down every day with this cat. You know, Roscoe had to have his own camera. He's the star of the show. What you doing? He's just sitting there on your sidewalk. Teasing him. He's locked in. What do you think of that? No, he hasn't even moved. I'll forget to breathe sometimes, and then I'm like, I have to like nudge him. Lauren should almost be home now. I'm assuming. Right, baby? I'm waiting on you. I think Roscoe would get along with this cat, though. They seem like pretty friendly cats. They were inside cats, but our neighbor has like a doggy door, and they've slowly morphed into being outside cats. He's being good though. He's not barking or woofing or anything, so. I'm like watching him through my camera up here. 20 minutes? Nice, he'll be on pretty quick then. I don't know what I'll probably pop off the live once you get home and then we can eat and stuff and then maybe we can go live again later on the channel and look at some cruises. I know that you were trying to make a decision on that for my birthday. Trying to figure out which cruise to go with. I know he hasn't even moved. He's a freak. We were looking at the MSCs and then we were also looking at Norwegian. My man is locked in. I'll keep his camera up. I'm gonna pop over to the cruise thing. His camera should be down here on the bottom right still. 50% off all cruises plus kid sail free. Well, we're not a kid though. I'm a big kid now. All cruise deals. Let's see what they got. I'll do most of this once Lauren gets home, but I just wanted to show y'all what cruises we were looking at. We were looking at the Norwegian departing out of Canaveral in August, and then we were looking at the MSC, which this says sign up and save 25 off your cruise. But the MSC is like I think a newer cruise ship company. So they do have crazier deals. See what else. Choose our port. And then let's choose our date if we can. Any destination. Norwegian was Miami. Okay. Any destination. Let's just see. Search. I'm confused. It's telling me that. What? All these are booked out? No way. Oh, this is for their flash sale. Oh, okay. Makes sense. No wonder there's like no dates available. All that is available is the 26th of October. And y'all are going to New York. And then the 20th of December. So, no flash sales. See if we can just search by date. Yeah, some sales aren't for all months. Yeah, it looked like they only had even one destination for that one. Or one sale departure date. Mm-hmm. New York. I know, how exciting you guys get to go to New York. I'm jealous. I'm jealous. Bahamas. These are all in September. How do I check August? Here we go. Okay, so they have one the 3rd. Is it the 3rd through the 7th? Is that how it works? Is that the one we were looking at? I think. Yeah, we'll definitely have to plan a couple strip. Even if we just go to like the mountains for the or like a cabin in the mountains for the fall or something. Or I wanted to take Lauren to Asheville to see that Biltmore mansion in North Carolina. That would be fun. Or like another cruise. A cruise would be fun to do with y'all. Or even if we just go to the casino for a night. Lauren and I haven't been to that Hollywood casino that's down there shaped like the guitar. I know that's closer to y'all down there. They got the Bahamas for 3 nights. August 7th. Or the Seascape for 4 nights. Oh, these are the same boats. Same boats, 1 extra day on this one for $40 more. 1 extra day for $40 more. Oh, these. Oh, wait. These are leaving from Miami. Oops. Scratch that. 11-night cruise. Holy cow. Thank you. Let's see if there's any leaving August. It doesn't have to be the Caribbean. Just needs to leave Port Canaveral. The Seascape is right. Yeah. I don't want to look too deep into it because I'll do it when you get home. But I just kind of playing around to see what we can see. Yeah, the MSC. The one was from Miami. I was looking at. These are all Port Canaveral, but there's only like. Yeah. I know it's hard right around my birthday because it's so busy. It's like peak cruise season. 11 nights is crazy though. Like, there better be so much to do on that boat. 7 for 714. Yeah, I want like not too long. Maybe I can change the dates. Can I just choose month? There we go. August. Even if we did it like, well, I guess you can't because you were saying you were busy, but have to do it August after your show's over. I can change how long. Yeah, on the left. Okay, I got it. 3 nights from Port Canaveral, the 28th or the 14th. The 28th, it's $20 cheaper. What's going on, Nick? Lauren's in the chat too. We were looking at cruises for my 30th birthday. I was just sitting here browsing them, driving on our way home. So trying to see what we could do for my 30th. Some of these cruises are like 7 nights though. I'm not trying to be gone 7 nights. I'm down for like 4 nights, but I don't want to do a whole week. Really in the building. I had Roscoe right over here on this camera. I don't know if y'all can't see him now, but I had Roscoe over here. Let's go. What's going on, Ellie? Let's see. Yeah, I don't mind not leaving right on my birthday or being out there on my birthday. It doesn't have to be directly on my birthday. Be cool if it's right around it though. But it's slim pickings right now. 382 per person for 3 nights, or 394 for 4. So $20 more in total. You get extra night. This one leaves the 28th, one the 14th. What's going on, everybody? I appreciate y'all stopping by in the chat. Just chilling today. My truck's in the shop, so I've just been kind of hanging out on the live stream today and looking around at stuff. We were looking at trucks earlier, then some surface cleaners. Now I'm looking at cruises for my 30th birthday. So that's where we're at, in case you wanted to get caught up on what I've been doing today. We're looking at trucks I couldn't afford, and then tires I couldn't afford, and then surface cleaners I couldn't afford, and now we're looking at cruises I can't afford. So there's a running theme here. Let us see. Let us see. There's 4 nights. The 10th. Let's see. You go to the Bahamas. Then it looks like you go to their island. And then you're back. So you leave. Let's see the itinerary. See when it opens a new tab. Okay. They would leave on Sunday. You'd be in the Bahamas the next day. And then you shoot over to their island the following day. And then it looks like you're on the water. Oh, here's a route right here. Roscoe's back. Yeah, he was staring at this cat. I'm telling you, there's this cat laying on the sidewalk right out front of our window. And he's just been staring at him. He finally gave up and just laid down. But he would definitely like to go meet the new kitty. But yeah, it looks like it goes to their island and then, or it goes to the Bahamas, then their island's over here closer to Florida, and then back up the coast. Pretty straightforward route. Nothing, not leaving the country or going too deep out of the country. I think you still need your passport though. There's something else we gotta get. This one is 410 for August 10th. And then we have, where's the other one? 410 for August 10th. I'll try and keep them pulled up. That way we have them for later. And then there was this other one that left the end of August. And then this one that left at the beginning. It doesn't really matter to me. I think it's still going to be, like, I guess it's closer in hurricane season, like the further we get through the summer. So maybe the weather will be a little bit different, but like it's going to be hot at the beginning of August, hot at the end of August, hot in September. So like the weather should be fine no matter if we leave at the beginning or the end of August. Oh, I'm thinking we look at the 410 one, and then let's look at this 394 one, and then I'm at, doesn't really matter to me date wise. The 28th versus the 14th, you know, doesn't really matter. Okay, and they're all the same, right? The seashore ship. Let's look at those ships again. How do we see it? Seashore, the MS Seashore. It's a big boat. Big boat, big boat. What they got to offer. It just got redone. Dang, look at these in December 224 or 248. That's crazy. Ooh. This is nice. I see slot machines. 9.5-foot replica of the Statue of Liberty. Let's go. In the heart of the casino. Looks like it's got a water slide. Bunch of areas just to lay out. Got some whirlpools. Dang, look at this. That would be fun. Like a pirate ship. Jungle pool. Oh, no, wait. Jungle pool is located on deck 16. What's a magro dome? Oh, that can be closed or opened as needed. Huh. That's cool. An infinity pool. The Long Island pool. How deep are the pools? Then it has that spa. Aria spa. Lauren and I took a peek at this yesterday. She was trying to get me to pull the trigger yesterday, and I couldn't decide. Such a hard decision. Hey, be nice. He's woofing at the kitty. Look, say what's up. Oh, Lauren just got home. The kitty just spied Lauren. Roscoe just spied the kitty. Can you notice? Oh, somebody's upset. Somebody's upset. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, y'all. I think I'm gonna wrap it up for now. Lauren and I will probably pop on the live later and check out some cruises. I appreciate everybody that popped into the live today. I was just chilling while my car was in the shop. And we were looking at cruises. We looked at some trucks we couldn't afford. And like I said, some surface cleaner products. And then also I showed you guys that I now have a link to my Amazon store. If you guys are, go to my channel, you'll be able to find, hey, you'll be able to find the link to the Amazon store right here. Sorry, I'll pull it back up. But basically, if you're on my homepage, you'll be able to click the link to the Amazon store now. And I'll share that in the comments here as well. Lauren just got home. I'll share that in the comments right here, so or in the live chat, so you guys can see. But basically, all the camera gear I use for filming, the PC gear that I use for streaming and everything, and then also my pressure washing equipment. And there's oh, she brought a pizza. Let's go. Here, I'll pop this up real quick. Lauren got a pizza, so I'm about to go eat that, and we might pop on the live in a little bit and check out some cruises. I see that 50 of y'all popped in the chat today, so I appreciate everybody that joined. Lauren's here, Roscoe's excited, and I need to go poop my pants. So I'm about to go, and I'm gonna head out of here. So I appreciate y'all joining, and catch me on the next live, everybody.
Bye, Ellie. Bye, Nick. Bye, Paula.
Yeah, see you guys. Appreciate y'all joining. Catch me on the next one, y'all. Peace. I gotta figure out how to end it now.